Forgive me, dear Doomhaus, for I have sinned. In working out how to try and sort that quest out from yesterday, I've committed not the most mortal of mortal sins, because I haven't Googled. But I went back and I watched the previous VOD from when I got the quest. I am guilty of metagaming. I'll hold my hands up. No, I've not done that there, so that's fine. But I did go back and I looked at the footage and I watched when I got the quest. And it turns out that Adam hadn't just lost a cross in the tavern. He'd lost a cross, a kettle, and some money. Now, please don't confirm that that's what it is. Don't say, "Oh, finally," or anything like that. 'Cause obviously, please. Yeah, but the cross seems to be the only thing the quest dialogue was talking about. So I don't know if that is the solution or not, but I might go and check every single NPC and just see, because I know the cross got to Andrew, but when I searched Andrew's belongings, there was no cross. So maybe I go speak to the charcoal burner and to Adam and just see. Because the charcoal burner might have bought everything that was from the raid or from the looting. And I'm up in that way anyway, right? Because that's where we finished in the mines. Zothan, welcome to the stream. Kitten, welcome to the stream. Coffeeton, welcome to the stream. Oh, finally. Oh, shit. Double music. Oh, God. So I think if I go and speak to the charcoal burner and Adam and Andrew, maybe I check Andrew's... No, because I already... Yeah, I'll maybe check the inn at the Glade again and just have a look. So what I'm looking for is the cross is already accounted for, right? I am looking for at least a kettle, but also potentially some extra money. So a kettle and some money. The thing that's annoyed me, though, right, is the quest doesn't say that you need a kettle or some money or anything like that. It just talks about the cross. So if you get the quest, unless you remember the specific dialogue of the quest, you're fucked. Because nowhere in game does it tell you you need it. I don't understand. Just had some soup that really surprised me. Kitten, that might be the best thing ever. Fuck. Right, we're in Skalitz. I don't go up to Skalitz, but while we're up in this area, let's go nip and get some... let's go nip and speak to the charcoal burner. Colon 28 watts. Is that rhyming slang? What have you called me? I figured it'd be fine, but it was actually really nice. I just like the idea of a surprising soup. Okay, right. We need to head to Rovna, which is very close by, actually. I should be there in a minute or two. And then we can at least check the charcoal burner's inventory to see if he has kettle and money, etc. Then, from Rovna, we will then move to Adam, and we'll check there as well. I should also check his inventory, but I don't like the idea of stealing from somebody in the middle of Ratai. That feels dangerous. Predictions up? Soup isn't really... Yeah, I'm not a soup fan. I don't like watery foods. It's not like I have some distaste or one of those people that have like a intense phobia. I'm just not a fan of overly wet food. I don't know why. I heard my name, 28 Wart, doesn't exist on Twitch. Colon 28 Wart. Well, if there was another colon, so then I would understand. Right, we're already in Rovna, but the charcoal burners are up there somewhere, but I think they're over the river and then up. Good in between, it was rustic and had some chunky parts and some silky parts. It was great. I think you'd have to remove all the fluid to convince me. So that has 2 colons. Yes, he's like a Klingon, Scotty. Right, charcoal burners up here somewhere. If I can find this kettle, I'll be a very happy girl. I still don't think I've had soup unless ramen could count as soup. That's just noodles in it with some water adjacent. Right, I've got a haircut. I've gone and got myself sorted in between streams. I've got repaired because I was absolutely filthy. Now I'm repaired. Scotty, welcome to the stream. Where are we in terms of here? Okay, let's go speak to the... One of these charcoal burners is a bastard. Not really, but he's like a bit of a fence. And I want to know whether he's got our stuff. Half of one, a semicolon. Scotty, don't respond to him or make eye contact. Like clear soup and miso soup, but usually add stuff to the broth. Doesn't like wet food, yet drinks a lot of soda. Hypocrisy. I'm not saying I'm against fluids. But if a food stuff involves like pouring water on it as a part of it, I don't know. Hello, charcoal burners. My name is Henry of Skalitz. I'm here to interrogate you and be rather mean about it. Nobody's in. There's a guy over there, but let me just check. I think the guy I'm looking for is bald. Chaz, welcome to the stream. Good morning. We had things like alphabet soup while growing up, but it was closer to stew. I think it was too thick for a soup. Is delineated the word? Separated based on thickness in the US. We might have different words. Not different words, but the word might not mean the same thing. Used to call it soup too, but towns made me start calling it anything that wasn't silky as a stew. There we go, maybe. Sir!
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
I need a kettle.
Have you been to Skalitz lately?
What would I be doing there? Everything burnt down.
True.
Someone saw a charcoal burner rooting around there.
And how does anyone know it was a charcoal burner? I'd like to know.
Well, they said he had a charcoal sack and...
Sacks aren't hard to come by. Especially around Skalitz. Anyone could have one.
Including the guilty man.
Well, maybe
True.
It wasn't me, and you're looking for someone else.
Violence or love? I've only got violence.
If you don't confess right now, you'll be eating ash too. They saw a man with this sack, and I don't have a problem beating it out of you.
Look, I really wasn't there. Even if you beat me, or let them take me away in chains, I'm still not the person you're looking for.
Fine then. But if anyone catches you trying to loot Skalitz...
They won't. I've never done it before, so I'm not going to start now. Take care now.
I can't believe I actually managed to not come up here and talk to these yesterday and all of that stress about this quest. I don't need to know about the rat-eyed tawny, thank you very much. Right. Do we knock this guy out? Maybe I'm just pickpocketing. I don't know how to do this. Nope, that went wrong. Don't happen to have a kettle on you, do you, friend? No, I'll take your fruit, though, and your mushrooms. And your bread. Appreciate it. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Where was the other guy, though? There's some more guys up the hill. Okay, let's go that way. Pebbles! Difference had to do with stuff to water ratio. Yeah, I'm not saying there's a... Yeah, I'm saying is there a difference between the terminology from country to country as opposed to challenging the American one with the British one, if there is a difference. Cooking the stuff, then putting it in a blender and making it silky is soup. Cooking the stuff and just having it as is a stew. Making it... Oh, you mean like just like... Yeah. So it's about lumpiness. Flowers, chocolate, good soup and good bread. You can't be mad at that. It is Valentine's Day in the UK today, of course. There we go, there's all the charcoal burners. I'm looking for a bald man. Trim! That's all I'm saying. Radway, good morning as well. Doing alright. I think I've fixed that broken quest from yesterday, though. I just need to try and find a kettle. And if I have to knock out every fucking coal burner in this entire town, boy.
Hey.
Sorry, I slipped. I don't know how to pickpocket. I'm shit at pickpocketing. I think you do this, right? And then when it goes red, you look through all his goods. He's got nothing in his pockets. Thank you. Okay, he's not got it. Somebody's got a kettle. More grip level check. 18? I think. Why? What's up? I wasn't trying to challenge the difference. You asked what the difference might be between terminology, so I was telling you I was going back. Oh, when you said I thought the differences, I thought you knew of a difference. Perfect. Why is there a group forming, Trim? Is the ocean considered a soup or a stew? I think, like cereal, it's considered a soup.
Good health to you.
Hello, sir.
Have you been to Skalitz lately?
Scully's? I thought that place burned down to the ground. What would I be doing there?
Stealing a kettle.
Someone there saw a charcoal burner rooting through the burned-out buildings.
Well, if you know who it was, then why have you come to me?
I don't know who it was, just that it was a charcoal burner.
And how do you know that? Because he was grubby from ash in the middle of a town full of ash?
No, because he had a charcoal burner's sack.
And that's your evidence? Anyone can get that. There's plenty lying around a forge, and there's a lot of people wandering around there.
I don't think I'm going to get many answers out of these nerds, do I? Oh, wait.
And did you see where they went?
Wherever it was, they all walked together like they were in a procession. I'm not sure exactly where they were headed, but it was south. To Samopesh, maybe, or Mehried, or Sassal. I wasn't paying too much attention.
All right, then. I believe you. But if I ever find out you've been...
No, don't worry. That won't happen. Good luck to you.
Why is there a South African here? Stand still, you bitch. I need to check your pockets. Oh, he's got a lot of stuff. Pretzel, radish, dried fruit. I don't know if he does. The colonising bastards. Fuck it. Started playing Valheim without a map and portals of damage at a different game. The world feels way bigger and smaller at the same time. Did the other guy see that, by the way? I think I heard a scream. Yeah, I could imagine. I was thinking that. I was talking to Trim this morning. I kind of wish that this game had the ability to make it a hardcore playthrough halfway through, because I kind of feel like I've mastered the combat now. And we're kind of just, it's like a walking simulator as we're watching the quests go by, right? I think the other guy did see me. Oh, no, he didn't. It's fine. Unless he comes back and shits on me. Although, do I want to knock him out and search the entire camp? I think I might do. Hello, boy, my friend. Are you well? Yeah, navigating a game without a map. But the problem is they kind of have to be built for it, don't they? You were shit at lockpicking, you just need more practice. Well, that's what this game's like, right? Beer is a soup. Disgusting. Alright, that guy didn't have it either. Where's my fucking kettle? I'm going to be thorough today. If I can get the kettle by the end, we're good. And then we're going to just absolutely, like, pump the main quest. Is it in here? Because with a bit of luck, the main quest starts to, like, increase the difficulty of the game a bit. Just some groschen and some underpants. Worthless. Beer's barley soup. Oh, if you agree, we have two. Thinking about using the world map as a map, really, to plan expeditions and stuff. The hard part is to know where you are. Yeah, that's what apparently the hardcore mode in KCD does. It removes your... It doesn't remove the map, but it removes your marker on the map, so you don't know where you are. So you use the map to determine where you are on it with, like, landmarks and town names and stuff, which sounds top. An hour and a half to the kitten game. Kitten game and Grounded 2 today. I bet Azar's sat by the phone right now, right? There's another building up there, right? Let's just nip through. There it is. He was fucking typing as I said it. Azar, good morning. It's the Grounded 2 waiting room. I kind of felt like the ocean was a wet salad. Chaz, how much do you use that as a stream title tomorrow? I'm sat by my Steam desktop app. You don't know me. Evidently. Right, this is where the bald man was. Where's the bald man? He might have gone to bed. If he's gone to bed, we'll strangle him in his sleep. I don't mind, do I strangle it? In what order? Here he is. Right, please. Please have a kettle. That's all I ask. I'm just gonna... Don't look. Have a kettle. Ooh, is that the quest item? Okay, I've worked it out. Alright, but where's the kettle? Yes, return to Adam with the money. Okay. Yeah, man. Right, kettle in here? So where's the kettle then, I wonder? There's a website where you can generate your map from the scene and I could download it and edit it and add landmarks and stuff. I don't know. It's kind of a middle ground, right? Okay, we've got the bulging purse. This is good. No, don't sleep. Don't sleep. There's an unconscious guy in that bed. This is creepy. Henry, stand up. Don't do that. So I'm not around for marbles. You know why. True tragedy is I actually have to be productive at work today. Game called... It's like a house builder, home builder experiment from Lord of the Rings, rather. I have to wait until I clock off. Have you already pre-downloaded it, is that? I heard Code Carnage say that there's enough in the base game on Yeah, this has got to have a fucking kettle in it. Imagine. There's enough in the base game to make the map... Oh, fucking hell. We'll have to... Right, we need to think of where one might find a kettle.
A completely new kettle? Could it be the one stolen from Scalets?
Ask and you shall receive. But what do I do with this? I can't collect it, can I? Or do I just have to look at it? Or was it this whole time? Return to Adam with the money. Find Adam's valuables and give them back to him instead of Andrew. But this would be part of the valuables, right? The early access is the size of the first game and has... That's it, Azar. Yeah, sorry, that was what I was stumbling towards. But I can't pick it up. Why? So he was right to come back to this point. Stubble thinks it's just a house builder, but you can cook, farm, build, etc. Just play a fishing game for your dad. Fish being the action and the animal makes me uncomfortable. Oh yeah, and singular and plural as well. That word gets a lot of action. Tell you what we'll do. We'll sleep next to a corpse for about 7 hours, and we'll see if I can pick it up in the morning.
Hey!
What?
Do you think you own the place, snoring here? Clear off.
I'm allowed to sleep where I want. Thank you very much. Sorry. Anyway.
Back
Yeah.
trouble. Hey!
No, I'm fine.
Get
I'm
up
fine.
off that bed.
Sorry, where was we? honestly. When we weren't on the rivers fishing IRL, like, look.
Can't be serious. Sleeping in other people's beds. Get out or you'll be sorry.
Can I have that?
Hey.
Hey,
What do you want?
Oh, you got a nice new kettle.
Yeah. It cost me a groschen or two.
I nearly
Like
killed him,
Elliot
by the
did.
way.
That cost you nothing but a bit of sneaking around.
What are you trying to say?
You robbed a man's home in Skalitz. He saw you, and they'll hang you for that.
All right. All right. Fuck. Yes, I took it. It didn't belong to anyone anymore, so what did it matter?
It did belong to someone, Charcoal Burner. It belonged to a boy who came back to look for his dead family's savings and didn't find anything. So?
I'm sorry about that. Take it then and give it to him. I hid it behind the cottage in the rotting tree.
I'll forgive you this time. But God save you if you try anything like this ever again.
Hid what behind the cottage? Can't even get close to a golf course without being rich in Brazil. I finally got quest markers. Oh, why didn't I just stick around a bit? I bet the reason that this was fucked up. I want to go to get his stash as well. You ready for a night walk? I reckon the reason why this quest fucked up is because I was probably talking to you people, and that's what distracted me. You'll never learn. Stubble, you'll never learn. Stubble sleeping with unconscious men again. How does it keep happening in every game? Sothan? Yeah, you say Henry the Psychopath, Sothan. It's actually a good job you said that, because that made me slow down a little bit, because I was going to stab him for a laugh until I realised that there might be quest dialogue on him, so I spoke to him. You wish I'd killed him, kitten? Excuse me. What if I'd have failed the quest? I guess that's one way to get a free room. It works in real life as well, Shaggy Dan, yeah. Shaggy Dan, good boy. Right, you buried a stash back here. Is this? I was going to say, is this where the kettle's buried? But I know where the kettle's buried. Oh, it's here behind this fallen tree. Charcoal burner's loot. So I could go back to Adam with all of his possessions. Or do I just... I don't like Andrew, though. And Adam's just a man that had his house burnt down by raiders like I did. Give it all to Adam? I think we give it all to Adam. Andrew is a smug bitch, fuck that guy. Yeah. And what's Adam done wrong, other than, as I say, just get his house burnt down by the same people that did it to me? I don't care about the rat-eyed tawny game. I'm also stuck in some bushes. This is... If I get eaten by a Wendigo before I get out of here... Where the fuck is the cat? I've gone the wrong way, haven't I? Where am I going? Okay, we'll just wander out into nowhere. I'll get out into the open and Pebbles will find me and then we can go live happily ever after. How do you end up in Egypt? I know, right? If there's one thing I know about Egypt, it's incredibly lush and green and full of, like, fir trees. But it's always raining. Okay, I've made it out. Hello? Pebbles? Pebbles? I also have the secret bush attacks. I need to get back to some kind of... Is that Rovna in the distance? Does that look like a burning village to you in the darkness? It'd have been alright if that bald bastard... Fucking hell, if that was a bear or something leaking out at me then. Sneaking out. Pebbles! There's one thing I know about Egypt, it's that it's what those koalas eat and get high on. No, that's Euclidean, Sothan. Or is that Chrisman's cat? Okay, I need to make it onto the road. I'm worried Pebbles breaks a hoof. Pebbles, there's a slight drop. It's a nice kettle. You could make some... Oh, shit, the kettle. I haven't got to come back for the kettle, have I? Well, we're talking about soup. Shit ass. There, you're right. Hang on. Get the kettle. Be alright if it were in the middle of the bastard night. Plato. No, it's a mug, Scotty, and you've got to get the most points. So actually, you can lit this. You can lip anything, right? Even fall damage. Calling him by his nickname. You're so presumptuous, Scotty. Stop being so familiar, Scotty. Euclidean is when Catholics cannibalise bread. How many Catholics are made of flour and wheat? Right. You bald bastard. I'm coming for your kettle. And then I can finally get out of this place and go and live happily ever after. Or can I? No. Am I not allowed this kettle? I've gone through this entire thing for this kettle, and I can look. It should say at the bottom right if I could pick it up. Transubstantiation is complete. Oh, of course, yeah. I forgot the very basics. Cannibalised bread. Everything is bread if you broaden your definition of bread to everything. Which I do. Alright, I need to lead Pebbles out of this place. It sucks in here. I'd like to knock that guy out and get a few more hours sleep, but I don't think he's going to be all too up for it. Where am I? I'm so worried that I go back to Adam. No, wait. Let me speak to him one last time. In fact, I'm going to sleep and get at least 2 hours. You take fall damage on the chin, not the lip. They swap beds. Press 1 to stealth kill. No, press 1 to knock him out for one last time. Yeah. Just for old time's sake. There you go, Sonny. Lovely. And then, if I sleep, at least until sunrise, and maybe the rain will have stopped, then I can have a word with him in morning. Or he wakes me up now.
Get up.
What?
What are you doing lying here? Get the hell out.
I just want a night's sleep.
How dare you sleep in someone else's bed? Get lost.
I have a mind to report you to every authority imaginable. No, I didn't kill him. I probably should have killed him. I don't like that guy. He stinks. Good. Right, fuck Andrew. He's not getting any of this after what he's put me through, and all the lying to me, and all the bullshit, and all the thievery. He can sod off. We're going to take all of this to Adam, and this whole sordid... This whole sordid affair can be behind us. He's either very tolerant or very into auto asphyxiation. You know, there used to be a lot of celebrities that died to that, didn't there? In excess.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell, I forgot the name of the other guy. Who was the other guy out of Kung Fu? The actor that died to auto asphyxiation. I've never heard of that band, kid. What was his name? The guy that was in Kung Fu? The white guy, the fucking American guy in Kung Fu. The actor from like the 60s, 70s, died of auto asphyxiation. American. Balls. I love ruining your own reference by not knowing about sex murders. David Carradine, that's it, right? Did he die to auto asphyxiation? Excellent. shouldn't say murder anyway. It was an accident.
Yeah.
Right then, let's go to Skalitz. Not Skalitz, Ratai. Nice quick journey across the whole fucking map. In fact, I'm going to mark it. There's some quests in Ratai as well. Before I get on with the main story, let's just see what they are. Might be something spicy. That's what most murderers call it. What, an auto-asphyxiation accident? I didn't kill the man. Yes, Scotty, right. Everybody, we're going to learn.
On June 4th, Carradine was found dead in his room at the Swiss Hotel Nilert Park Hotel. He was 72 years old. 119, Lieutenant Tirapopluanseng and Lieutenant Colonel Pirom Jantra Pirom said that Carradine was found naked and had hanged himself in the room's closet with a curtain cord. Police said he had been dead for at least 12 hours and found no sign of struggle.
Okay, maybe it wasn't. There's more. Brace yourselves.
Thai police suggested the death might have been from accidental suffocation, since there was no suicide note and he was found with a rope tied to both his neck and his genitals. 123, Pornteep Rojanasunand, director of Thailand's Central Institute of Forensic Science, said it may have been a case of autoerotic asphyxiation.
There was a case in the UK of a guy that his family found him in exactly this situation, but in public. And he was wearing a Man United shirt, and the police were like...
Things people do when they are horny.
Absolutely. And his family found him first, and they got done for tampering with the crime scene, because they were like, this is fucking embarrassing, it's going to bring shame on the family. So they took the Man United shirt off before they run the police. Scotty, thank you for the bits. Thank you for all the information. Well, yesterday it was male loneliness. Today we've opened the stream with... I don't know, Kim. Well, I could have slept there. That's home, isn't it? I suppose it still is male loneliness, yeah. Soup and death by masturbation. What's next? This is what we all sign up for, right? See, this is the type of stuff you can get away with in the transition period between playthroughs, right? Like, we've shaken off the shackles and we're down to our, like, toxic best. This game's fucking area's got really low frame rate. At least I can sleep here though without getting interrupted. Because this is Sir Radzig's camp. Let's get to sunrise, lovely. There was a guy that ostensibly locked himself in a suitcase. How do you lock yourself in a suitcase? It's like that woman that... Where was she from? I think she was from Scotland or somewhere. She got an IKEA... like wardrobe or something, and she built herself into it and accidentally got stuck. Like she was in it and like bolted something down, and suddenly the door wouldn't open and she got locked in. So she called the fire brigade to come and release her and to rescue her. The only person she had to call. And while they were on their way, she smoked 15 cigs in an enclosed wardrobe. Absolutely sensational work. We're about to talk about the same thinking, yeah. I think that's true. That's probably apocryphal, but I enjoy it so much that I don't want to know if it is. I'm just happy with the knowledge. Azzy, good afternoon. Oh, this is Meahoya, didn't I? I don't want to be here. We're heading down to hand into Adam, and then we'll probably do some main quest stuff, I think. I'm maybe going to see what that quest is down south. There's also one of the executioners as well. I hasten to be accused of working with people that steal from the dead. I would never. Unless I've killed them, then all bets are off. Or unless they've been found in the wild, then all bets are off. That debate we had about is looting a corpse you've killed worse than grave robbing? Just the act of taking from these people. If you found out that there was a crime scene and people were stealing the belongings from the victims, you'd be like, "That's fucked up. That's rank. Nah, I don't like that. That's no." But if I found out that somebody was actually actively digging up people's buried and long dead loved ones, cracking the coffin open, and stealing their heirlooms and wedding rings and that kind of stuff, that's a different level to me. They're both fucked up, of course they are, but the idea that somebody would I still don't agree with you lot that they're the same. Speaking of suitcases, I just remember that there's a video of a girl that locked her boyfriend in one and left him in there, and he ended up dying because of it. And she oh yeah. Remember that manslaughter case that there was as well, where two kids were filming a video just probably 7, 8 years ago, and one of them held up a book to their chest, and the other one shot it with a really high-powered handgun. Remember that? Just killed him straight up, bang, gone. I've already won the Tawny Ride, where it just repeats, so it's just asking me if I want to do it again. A lady called Sarah Boone locked her boyfriend in a suitcase until he died. It's not funny. I don't know why you're all laughing. It's fucked up. Fucked up. Idiots. See, these things back in the day just used to be like weird anecdotes you knew and brought up at a pub table, right? But now they're all film and they're passed around. God, I'm so glad that I grew up to be of adult age before the whole filming everything and putting everything online forever. It's like, Jesus. The suitcase lady was drunk, so according to her, she didn't do it on purpose. Yeah, I've never quite understood that, where people are like, try and get some sort of leeway on shit they've done wrong because they were drunk. Like, fair enough, your inhibitions are a bit fucked up because you're drunk, but you got yourself in that position in the first place, right?
On February 24th, 2020,
Unless you're
Boone
alcoholic.
called 911 and told them that her boyfriend, Jorge Torres, was dead. Boone claimed that she and Torres had a single bottle of wine and then decided to play hide and seek. She claimed that they thought it would be funny to put him in the suitcase, and that they were both laughing. She stated that she then went upstairs and accidentally fell asleep, leaving Torres in the suitcase. 3. Torres' death was ruled a homicide.
A homicide, though? That seems a bit... I don't know whether yeah. See, I believe the hide and seek bit up until they accidentally fell asleep bit, right? And then it's all fucked up. I think it was a dumb idea. These kind of things are usually always a dumb idea until something goes wrong, and then they're like, oh, and this accidentally happened, and that accidentally happened. This is the story that they're giving, isn't it?
During the on-site investigation, Boone willingly turned over her phone to forensic investigators. A search of the phone found 2 videos that Boone had taken the night before. The videos showed Boone laughing as Torres pleaded for help inside the suitcase, with Boone stating, "That's what you do when you choke me, and that's what I feel like when you cheat on me."
Okay, yeah, that's a homicide, yeah. Yeah, okay, never mind. Okay. Upon further evidence, I have changed my hypothesis. That's a fucking murder.
Boone was interviewed by detectives at the police department the following day. Boone stated that she did not remember recording videos.
A single bottle of wine. You've seen the video? Ooh, don't think I could do. I could watch that. She did that shit on purpose. Well, it sounds like it, absolutely, kid. Yeah. there's video evidence of it, then there's no denying it, right? So sad. So what did he do? He cheated on her, and then she... Another light topic for the Doomhaus at the start of KCT. We're back. Fucking hell. If they shared a bottle of wine and she was drunk enough to kill him, good lord. How big a bottle of wine is this? He was abusive and unfaithful, yeah. There's no level where revenge of that degree though, right? Well, there is, but fucking hell, that's brutal. What thing to do to someone? We do that for dinner around these parts. I think this might have been kill you though, kid. I imagine Radway, yeah. The jury sees that, especially if that's what she was saying to him when it happened. I can imagine the jury went away for about 2 seconds and came out 28 thanks Sothan or whatever the emote's called. Was it Florida? Bottle of wine and light murder, anyone? No, I'm alright actually. I've got a lot of horse riding to do today, Kit, thank you. It's funny, right? In my summer car, how long would it take to drive the van from the house to town? 5 or 6 minutes? Probably more. 6, 7. In that, we just used to do them journeys all the time, but if you do a 7-minute horse journey in this, it feels like forever. I don't want to go that way, do I? I was actually on the right path. Keep going, Pebbles, this way. I'm wondering how it's hide and seek if she already knew where he was hiding. Yeah, exactly. I think she'll have claimed it was hide and seek, wouldn't she? And then after the fact, that's what her lawyer will have told her to say. And then the evidence came out and he's like, sorry, ma'am, you fucked. You see her zip it up in the video. Christ, Grizzly. Also, why would you play hide and seek in a fucking 2 up, 2 down on half a bottle of wine? It never made sense, that, does it? The video said something about they thought it'd be fun to see if he could fit in and they were playing hide and seek. Christ. There's another suitcase guy, Gareth Williams, working at MI6. What, an MI6 worker managed to kill himself in a suitcase? Radway, why would you watch it? Obviously, since Twitter's become a lot more open, it's become a lot more prone to that, right? And sometimes I'm looking at football news or whatever, and I'll think, right, I'm just going to search, like, LUFC or whatever. And then you go over to the open section. It's good for news. Still, but very, very good. It's the best. But unfortunately, it's a fucking strange place now. And there's so many street fights and fucking car accidents and all that. Like, I don't know how it's managed to work. I follow, like, Chris Man and 2 Leeds journalists, and somehow it's like, gore? Crikey. Can't watch it in the UK anymore. It's got age-restricted viewing. Is that still in place, I'm assuming? They've not gone back on it yet. Jesus, Radway. Yeah, I'm assuming that's still in place. Old Kia Star Wars is not going to revert at any time. It's fact up. Still in place. They're looking at banning VPNs in the UK now. Shit. Well, we voted for it, I suppose. I'll carry on, good morning. At least in, like, Skyrim, we don't have to watch the horse's ass while riding in this. This is true. Like, you don't have to look at the back of a blue van for 1,000 hours in my summer car. However, I can confirm, because it comes out in a few hours, I will officially be playing Grounded after the Forest. And that might carry us... Azar, did you hear that it might be complete before winter's finished? I think I heard Ko say that. Took over the world and I was trying to cut everyone off from it. Yeah. I mean, it worked for North Korea, right? Look at them. They restricted the internet heavily and they're thriving. The top 7 free apps downloaded this week on UK on Apple Store is the VPN ones. So is it like every porn site and stuff then, I imagine? They are, Alkarion, yeah. Kittens doing backflips. Coming out in an hour, yeah, an hour and what, 4 minutes, I assume, for Tales of the Shire? Ooh, quest. Stop, Pebbles. Calm down. We'll park Pebbles up near Mr. Capon's horse. Hey, it might be Sir Hans that I'm getting this quest from, right? Is he in here jumping about and whoring, potentially? Hello? Is it you?
My humble greetings.
Hello, ma'am.
How may I help you?
Oh, where's Adam? I'm here to find Adam, aren't I? This is his tavern. Man, where's Adam? There he is. I might actually finally finish this quest from yesterday.
Good day to you. What do
Hello.
you need?
Guess who I ran into? A man covered in ash and in possession of a new kettle.
Truly. And how did it go?
I got something out of him. I think he might have spent some on booze.
It's not all of it, but that doesn't matter. I'm grateful for even this much. What do I owe you?
I don't want anything. I'm glad to do a favour for a neighbour.
That's so generous of you, Henry. I'm very grateful.
Please complete the quest.
If you ever need anything,
I'll remember it.
see you later.
Please say the quest gone. Please say besmirched is no longer in my... And all it took was a bit of metagaming by going back on the fucking stream and watching the footage back. Oh, we can get on with the fucking game now. Good. Fuck this game. Yeah, man. Okay, lovely. Backflips while expecting the poor kid. Not kidding, but the child. It's going to be fizzy when it's born, Alkarion. It's not just porn. Reddit and Twitter and any... So Reddit's blocked as well. And Twitter. Shit. Wait, how come I'm... I don't think I've been blocked from Twitter. Then again, no, I only came across it on Chris Mann's stream, right?
Yeah.
So, Discord. I don't remember the rollout's not too serious. If I tried a backflip, I'd break my neck. Or at the very least, land flat on my back. Backflips are banned for anybody over the age of 23, right? You got on Reddit, but you needed to use it for Chris Mann's Discord. I wonder why it's happening like that. Maybe it's browser related. Where's this quest anyway? Now that quest's done. Oh, it's in the castle. This might actually be Sir Hans. Might be Sir Radzik. They're actually thinking of banning VPNs. So they're aiming to block just NSFW stuff. I don't use Reddit like that. Reddit and Twitter would be a strange place to go for porn, though, right? You know what I mean? It's like one step removed from using the fucking Argos catalogue for that exact reason. Hello, friend. I'm here to speak to whoever it is in the castle. Just Google porn, yeah. Is it somebody in there? No, because that door's locked. Somebody in here. Hello. No. Is it somebody in that room? Oh, it's maybe above, actually. So if you want to go and ask Reddit and search NSFW, it would ask you to verify. Weird. I'm still getting asked about cookies, right? Hello, friend. Hang on, there's a quest in here. Is this Sir It is Sir Hans. Of course it's Sir Hans. Let's go. Right, I don't know what this quest is, but I'm going to grab it and see if it's something close by.
I'm glad you're here, Henry.
What's happening, sir?
Uncle Sahanush sent for me. No doubt he wants to give me another ear-bashing about the error of my ways. And he said to bring you too.
What have we done?
What has it got to do with me?
Plenty. You're in it with me ever since that hunt.
All right, we should get going then, shouldn't we, Sir Hans? The sooner we get it over and done with, the better.
Well, we're getting a bollocking.
So. Right away. I put some of my old clothes in a trunk for you. I don't want you making me look bad in front of Hanush. But I see it wasn't necessary. You look as smart as any courtier.
Thanks.
Yeah,
I'll try my best.
So I see. But you can come and get those clothes later anyway. They're a little worn, but they're as fine as anything you'll get in the county.
Full cutscene? Oh shit. Look how dirty we are. Jesus.
Well, my ward and his, what shall we say, chaperone.
Uncle.
My lord?
I hope I haven't dragged you away from anything too important.
Not at
Nope.
all, Uncle. We
Like
were just...
boozing and whoring, for instance.
Uncle, I can...
Perhaps you were busy, causing mayhem in the middle of the night and beating up my subjects.
No, it wasn't... Henry and I were just...
Henry's as big a fool as you are.
Oh.
But he's not my ward, thank Christ. What the hell do the pair of you think you're doing? There are people in this fiefdom who work from dawn to dusk to put food on their tables, and on yours, may I remind you. And then they look at you, Hans, their lord and master, and see a drunken layabout. That fellow you beat up last night was a guard, a new guard on the town watch. And he couldn't report for duty this morning because of his injuries. I had the bailiff here complaining, and could I tell him what I really think about this whole sorry affair? Of course not. That would demean me. And you too. So I had to sit gaping like a stuffed owl and listen to his grievances. Maybe you think because you're the lord here you can get away with anything. But you're sadly mistaken, you blockhead. A lord remains a lord only as long as he commands the loyalty of his subjects. And I'm sure I don't have to tell you the folk here are not exactly enchanted at the prospect of having you in charge. That was the last straw, Capon. One more of your escapades and I'll send you to your mother in Polnar. For all I care, she can dress you up like a wench and marry you off to some Hungarian.
Uncle, that arson Archibald tried to murder me. What was I to do?
Oh, don't exaggerate. Well, I'm hardly surprised after you molested his girl and humiliated him.
Croc.
I was only...
Oh,
I'm
don't whine, for heaven's
sorry.
sake. It's about time you started taking some responsibility. I have a job for you.
Of
Maybe
course.
that will keep you out of mischief. Sir Milota of Oleshna has turned up here. Do you know him?
Isn't he Sir Bernard's cousin?
He is. He came here with the remnants of his retinue to seek refuge. He's seriously wounded.
What happened to him, sir?
His fortress Oleshna was attacked by one Wulfrin of Camburg. Milota pursued him almost as far as Neuhof and engaged with him. Unfortunately, the skirmish didn't end well for Milota.
Wulflin of Camburg. That name is familiar.
He's kin to the Oleshna lords, too, a cousin of Bernard's and Milota's. Their family affairs are a little complicated. None of my business, of course. I just wish they'd found somewhere else to thrash out their differences.
What do you want us to do, sir?
Go and see Bernard in the courtyard. He got a report that Wulfrin pillaged some other farms around Neuhof, and he's putting a squad together to ride against him. Mind your step, though. It's a family affair. After all, maybe more to it than meets the eye. The important thing is to get that damn scavenger out of the domain. If possible, without bloodshed. I can't afford to lose any men over this business. Have I made myself clear?
Yes, sir.
Very well, Uncle.
Get to work, then.
I like Sir Hannah. She's alright, isn't he? Chad, he's not called that. Nobody Google it. Robber Baron. Okay, apparently we're off out for a day out with Sir Hans. What the hell's going on? Go to Bernard and join the squad. Are we going on a hunt? I am up for it. It's not usual for family quarrels to get blown out of proportion, though they usually end with nothing worse than bruised feelings. Not so in the case of Captain Bernard's kit. Two of his cousins are feuding so fiercely that one is lying seriously wounded in Rat Eye and the other is pillaging farms around Neuhoff with his band of renegades. Sir Hanush has sent me and Lord Capon on a punitive expedition to deal with the robber baron. Captain Bernard will naturally be leading the corps himself. This sounds alright. I'm up for this. I just want to chop some stuff. I want some quests that push back a little, because the game's got a bit easy. Oh. I thought there was going to be like a big rabble of people outside, but it turns out it's something like that because of the tourney. Gwynblade, welcome to the stream. Reddit thinks I look old enough to look at r/sex, finally. Congratulations.
Good day, Henry.
Frame rate's gone to shit and I don't know why.
Not that I'm too keen on going anywhere. Better not let the captain hear you say that.
Wait, where's
He'll
Pebbles?
swing you from
No.
the battlements.
Sir Hans, mount up. I said Sir Hans,
I
mount.
heard some farmhands were murdered.
What are you doing?
So did I. There was a raid on one of the farms nearby. These are evil times.
Well, Henry, it cost me a lot of effort, but it seems I've finally succeeded in making a half-decent warrior out of you. Anything I can do for you?
I heard some farmhands.
Are we not going?
So did I.
So, what do you think
There was
about
a
this?
raid on one of the farms
Old
nearby.
Hanush is right about one
These
thing.
are evil
It's time to stop chasing wenches and start chasing bandits. It'll be a bit of excitement for a change.
True.
I agree. I was worried you'd be upset after Sir Hanush's speech.
Why would I? I finally have a chance to show Uncle what I can do. I can't wait. Ride there, hack those bastards to pieces, and celebrate with a good drink in the evening.
What's the chances that Sir Hans gets killed on this mission because of his cocksure nature?
That sounds like a good plan. Let's get to it.
Goodbye.
Everyone's
Yeah, I'm already his squire, Radway.
got that he's from a noble family.
It's just babysitter, but in Old English.
They've got plenty. Sir Bernard's father.
You are 67, Gwynblade. Did you have to open your mouth and close it a bunch? Nefer's good afternoon.
Yeah.
He's up. Yeah, this is where he dies. I'm certain of it. Right, where's Captain Bernard? He's here somewhere. Fuck, he's back up there, isn't he? Is he? If I'd looked at the map, it would help. Balls.
Yeah.
And if he dies, pray tell, who do you think's going to be blamed for it? And suffer a miserable death as punishment?
Yeah.
Well, I hope for Team 1's sake, Alkirion, that you're drastically incorrect. As usual. He's not going to die, do you reckon? I kind of like his relationship with Lord Hanush, though. Right. Oh, Captain Bernard's here. I could have just stepped 3 steps. Look at the horses watching. I don't know why the frame rate goes to shit around the tourney. There's just a lot of people on screen, maybe. Right, Captain Bernard. I've heard about your
Sir Hanush
cousins.
sent me, Captain. I'm to join your mission. And Sir Hans, too.
Ah, you deigned to join us. We're honored.
I'm sorry.
That's as much use to me as a shield to a dead man. And mount up. Let's move out.
Single thread that's getting bummed by all the NPCs. Maybe. It's weird though, it wasn't doing it previously. Like I've competed in the tourney a few times and it's been fine.
Yeah.
You are?
Forget about that, Bernard. I'm not going on an outing. Hanush sent me to handle this matter, and handle it I will.
Undoubtedly, Sir Hans. I just meant for your own safety.
I know what you meant, Captain. Forget it.
Yeah. Very well, Your Grace.
Listen, Bernard. About this robber. I heard some rumors.
About his being a relative of mine in the Lotus?
Something like that.
We have the same great-grandfather, Urban, Baron of Oleshna. Wolfman belongs to a distant branch of my family, which, well, let's Just say they bring no honor to our name.
But I heard Wolfen of Camberg was hanged somewhere in Silesia after plundering the bishop's estates.
I heard the same. Yeah. Only, well, I'm sure you've heard what they say about the Camberg branch of my family.
You may have noticed something while we've been listening to this very interesting cutscene and family tree discussion about Captain Bernard. This game is one of those fuck-ass games where the NPCs walk faster than your walk speed and slower than your run speed.
That they're cursed. Now, Bernard, don't you think I'm a little old for fairy tales?
Think what you like, but I heard it from my grandfather, and he never paid attention to old wives' tales.
Medium.
I meant no offense.
Fast.
Well, tell me all about it then. After all, there's no smoke without fire, and I never heard about it.
Very well. At home, we always spoke in whispers about our Camberg relatives. When Wolfen's father, Wilhelm, came to visit, I'm almost ashamed to say it.
You can rely on my discretion, Captain. Carry on.
Well, the servants were so afraid of him that they went and hid in the barn. Father had them whipped. Even then, they wouldn't go near Wilhelm. They were afraid he cursed them, and I couldn't blame him.
Why's that?
Yeah. Wilhelm's face was so badly disfigured, folk would cross themselves when they saw him. I was afraid of him myself as a boy.
Was he wounded in war?
Yeah. He was born that way. You see, his mother, Countess Barbara of Hogwitz, didn't want to marry Wilhelm's father, my grandfather's brother. She never wanted to bear his children. So, when she fell pregnant, they say she went to a witch to get rid of the child. Only she ended up having quintuplets. Can you imagine it? 5 babes born in one night?
Oh, Jesus Christ!
That's not all. 4 of them didn't live till dawn. Only the 5th survived. Yeah. He was disfigured. Wilhelm. They say the witch cheated her, and instead of getting rid of the child, she put the devil's seed inside her.
Good Lord, how
JCBP.
Well, Wilhelm carried that with him his whole life. When his own wife was in childbed, he had 7 friars kneeling in her chamber day and night. It didn't stop the rumors, though. When his son, Wolfen, was born, he looked normal enough, but he turned out to be as wild as a stray tomcat.
It seems he hasn't grown out of it.
You're right about that. A few years ago, Wolfen went off to Poland, and Wilhelm got worse and worse. He cursed everything and everyone in his path, started throwing crockery at the servants. He was on his deathbed. They sent for a priest, not just to give him the last rites, but because they were afraid the devil would come out of him and possess someone else. Then later, Wolfen turned up, even though he was supposed to be dead for years. The folk who said he was dead. That wouldn't stop the devil's spawn.
Sweet Jesus. It sounds a lot more convincing coming from you than the stories my
Whoa!
nurse used to tell me.
Slow down.
How are we supposed to deal with a monster like that?
Vitus and Cyril.
What?
Sent them to scout ahead.
Those
Who?
bastards will pay for this.
They most
Who?
certainly will. Let's go. We have to make camp. Hamlin,
Ooh.
we'll take 2 men and come back here later. I won't have Vitus and Cyril left as crow meat.
Yes, Captain.
JCBP. There you go, Kieran. There's a horse butts. It's worse than Skyrim. Fucking hell, they've hung the scouts. So Captain Bernard's son, no, his cousin, is just wreaking havoc in...
Henry's come to see us.
I've been here this whole time, knobhead. I blame the flag's sinusoidal motions and vertices. They're untrustworthy. Would that absolutely bend the one core that's currently working? Thread. Phenomenal NPC miles per hour. It's so frustrating. It's better than when they get faster just to get to you. I kind of like that though. At least you're keeping pace. Fucking hell, there's some stunts going on now. There go loads of hospitals. It's worse than Skyrim. Dropping?
Yeah.
How's a horse bum drop? Like that dance move that was popular for about 7 minutes a few years ago. Says a guy who clearly knows about... Oh, we're here. Ooh, we're going to raise hell here, I fancy it. Talk to Captain Bernard. I'm arming up. Where is he? There he is up top. Have I got my shield out? No. Awesome combat. Fancy this. Right, Team 1. I'm doing this for you. Captain Bernard, a word before we go. I'll be honest, it's not the most substantial camp. Oh, it's just our base camp. Yeah.
Greetings.
Hello?
What do we do now?
First, we have to find out where those Horsons are holed up. According to the reports, they raided a few farms around here. So someone should go to those places and find out what they can. You should do it, Henry. My men would probably just startle them.
Surprised to no one.
Isn't it dangerous?
About as dangerous as sitting here in the camp.
Yeah, I suppose you're right, sir. Where are the farms they raided?
One is uphill from Neuhoff, right by the woods. One here above the woods by the crossroads, directly north from our camp.
Tell me, Captain, how come this Wolflin is attacking his own kin?
They say blood's thicker than water, but sometimes I wonder. Look at our king and Sigismund.
So what's the cause of your conflict with Wolflin?
Nothing in particular. Just that he's a ruffian, a treacherous bastard, and a bandit. No wonder the whole Camberg clan is cursed.
How are you related?
Milota, Wolfin, and I have the same great-grandfather, Urban, Baron of Oleshna.
We just heard this story, didn't we?
How do you mean cursed?
Like I said, Wolfin's grandfather married Countess Barbara of Hogwitz. She didn't want to bear his child and went to a witch to get rid of it. Only instead of getting rid of the unborn child, she ended up having 5.
What, all at the same time?
All in one night. But only one of them lived till morning. The youngest, Wilhelm. And his face was disfigured. They say the witch deceived the Countess, and it was Satan himself who impregnated her.
Is it the opposite to Jesus? I've been artificially inseminated by the devil, Your Honour. We were playing hide and seek, I promise. Trim wears a Jacobean ruffian around the house. Beautiful, though.
And you believe that story?
Depends how you look at it. Wilhelm wasn't a bad man while he was in his right mind, but he was terrifying to look at. I still get shivers down my spine when I think of him. As for Wolfen, word came that he died in Silesia. Then, one day, he appeared from nowhere. There are folk who say death has no power over him.
No man can kill. Right.
Take care.
Alright. I think we're chopping. Pebbles. Up the hill. So there's a farm to the north and a farm to the south. North or south? It's a very important decision. Made me remember that it's a popular saying that it's something like it's enough to make your ass fall out of your... It's enough to make your ass fall out of your... I don't even know what Alkirion was saying, Radwell, let alone what that means. What were you trying to say, Alkirion? I'm bamboozled. I was too busy listening to the story and the terrible NPCs. Pooping, I see. Oh. I'd have tripped over it. I'd have been the first chop. Blunt force trauma to the forehead after falling from a horse. Pu Ping, yeah, the Chinese leader. Is this the farm? It is. Is it? It is. Whooping cough is that thing that Banes get. Right, apparently these people in this farm might know something about the bandits. If I get slaughtered in here... Swords out, Henry. We're going to go in, even though it's slightly intimidating to go and speak to somebody in a farm like this. With your sword out, covered in blood. We're doing it anyway. Hello! I would like a word, nice people. Ma'am?
Good afternoon.
Don't you be all bright and fluffy with me.
Captain Bernard sent me. It's about that attack.
Well, they came, took everything they could, and rode off again. I don't know what else I can tell you.
We're trying to catch up with that gang, so I need to hear every detail you can tell me.
What do you want to know?
Everything.
How many of them were there?
2 or 3. I'm not sure. My head's still in a spin.
Which way did they go?
I don't know. I wasn't watching. My husband made me hide indoors, and I only saw them through the window.
So your husband was outside?
Yes, he tried to parley with them.
What did they take?
Not much. We haven't a pot to piss in, which I told them in no uncertain terms as soon as they came here.
So you're telling me they came here, you told them there was nothing worth taking, and they just rode off again, without further ado?
More or less.
Not the most committed, are they?
But just a while ago, you told me you were indoors the whole time.
Yes, I was. Mostly.
So were you inside or outside? Did you talk to them or not?
Well, like I say, it was confusing. I don't remember much.
What? Alright, I've got a 19 to a 13, that's 6, right? And then I've got a 16 to an 11, that's 5.
Look here, I'm not sure what happened here, but I can't shake the feeling you're holding something back.
No, it's just, it all happened so quickly. I'm still bewildered from it all.
I'm the one who's bewildered. Let me make one thing clear. Those bandits are led by Sir Wolfling, Baron of Camberg, and he's not just some common outlaw. If we don't catch him, there'll be hell to pay. So you better speak up, no matter what happened here.
Lord Jesus.
High
Why must
speech
we
in
be
games is
persecuted
always
so?
broken.
So, what really happened here?
First, promise me you'll get rid of them.
That's exactly what I'm here for.
They came a few days ago, took a pig and a sack of apples. We put up no resistance. I noticed one of them had an injured leg, so I offered to treat it for him.
Pig and a sack of apples?
Why would you help those cutthroats?
They didn't behave violently towards us, and I thought it would be best to keep them happy. At least they left me some apples.
Go on. What happened then?
They rode off, and I prayed we'd seen the last of them. Only the same evening, they came back again. One of them had been wounded, and they wanted me to take a look at him. They gave me some coin and took me to their camp. And in the morning I came home again.
Are you stupid is one of the options. That's ruthless. Bane's your favourite Star Wars character. So it's enough to make you prolapse. I mean, that would be an indication of a very stressful situation. Christ. Okay, well this is good though, because we've got a lead to the camp.
So you know where they're camped? I'd like you to lead me there.
I won't go to their camp, no. But I know of a place where you'll have a good view of it.
That'll do me.
May the Lord watch over.
No. No fast travel. No. Oh! Right, this is unintentional fast travel. The game's given me no choice. What happened to we can mark it on your map?
I'm not going any further. If they saw me, I'd be done for. The camp's not far away in this direction.
Thanks. And don't worry, I'll deal with those bastards.
I pray you do.
Medieval skateboards are very square. Fucking fast travel now. Right, so the camp's down here somewhere. If I can mark it, if nothing else. Oh, we're a long way away, actually. I'm going to approach. Super secret. It's used when you're shocked about something. So is the idea that you're so shocked your bumhole turns inside? Oh, we've said similar, haven't we? This is the least stealthy gear in the game. Sorry if it's blurry.
I better get back and report to Captain Bernard.
Scouts. Hey, that's fine though. That's probably alerted the camp. I shouldn't have done that here. Pebbles. Let's go. Pebbles, 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 pebbles. What's the best way back? I need to get back and quickly. Oh, there's Captain Bernard's in that direction anyway. That's fine. Let's go. Let's go. Not turns inside. It falls off. So your bumhole falls out of your bumhole. So I'll do it. According to Google, Radway's comment translates as it's enough to make your ass fall to make your ass fall apart. Alright, that's a relatable. Yeah. I think we've all got them in our languages, right? It's like scared his ass off or whatever. Something ass off? We've got a phrase like that in Britain, right? Frighten your ass off or whatever. Or have I made that up because I've been thinking about it regarding Radway's comment? I shit myself. Is it the same kind of once removed comment though? Frighten the ass off. Man, he all took and ran with that comment. I was just referring to the possible realism in the game if the horses took a dump while on a ride and it showed them doing it. No, we were referring to Radway's comment. I'll carry on. I think he just mentioned some Brazilian phrase straight after. Laughing my ass off, that's it, Scotty, yeah. Yeah, we've got the same concept, right? I knew there was something. The antonym kind of was scared shitless, yeah. But yeah, that's more. I don't know if Radway's comment's related to shitting yourself or whether it's more some sort of abstract. Your bumhole's come off. Tried to translate it and that was the response, but it is more specific. Laughing my ass off is what I was thinking. I couldn't think of it. I had the second half of a sentence and the first half was eluding me. Midstream break time. Right, let's have it, shall we? Nice calm midstream break today. There's going to be no bits back. Zero. In fact, I'm going to leave you with just pleasant bird song and I'll be back in 2 minutes. How about that? Right, Scott is in charge. Everybody stay nice and calm. And I'll be back. I almost don't want to interrupt this. It's kind of beautiful. Welcome to the new followers. I don't have alerts on, but it's nice to see you. Shall I just talk like this for the rest of the street? No, I can't, because ASMR makes my skin crawl. What's in this can, everybody? ASMR makes my skin crawl, but I'm really jealous of the people that it works on. Right, snoozing ads. Let's go. So we at least know where the camp is. Scotty says Professor Peppy. Shaggy Dan says that tropical bullshit. Bullshit. Azar says tropical as well. Bear says fizzy orange. Actually, before we go and speak to Captain Bernard, let me just make sure I'm lined up right. Actually, that looks alright. Ah, the opening of a Diet Coke like that is so ASMR. The gentle pop fizz of the tab coming off and releasing the gas. Do it again. What do you mean ginger bullshit? Neffa says fruit twist. Captain Bernard, a word, please. Are you ready for the raid?
God be with you.
Jesus Christ be praised.
I found that encampment.
Ah, I'm glad to hear it. Is it far?
Not really.
How many men did you see?
I didn't look, did I? Ginger bullshit, hasn't it? You should write erotic stories. But Alkarion only writes erotic stories about his favourite things like Diet Coke. Which is why the fact it was a Pepsi is even better. Alkarion bamboozled by his own nemesis. Yeah. And a little finesse for Studler. How many did we see? I didn't count them. Now, let's be honest. We can be honest with Bernard, right?
Sorry, I don't know.
Next time, make sure you do. Don't you know anything about scouting? Well, it's not like we have any choice but to attack. It's time that mad bastard was hanging from the Rattay ramparts.
Press 1 for a fight. Press 2 for a little negotiation. That's the name. Yeah, I'm going to grab some of those fruit twists later. Professor P was good, but it's not something I drink regularly. It's good quality though, right? I mean, I did promise Team 1 I'd try and survive this, right? Coffeeton says negotiate. Shaggy Dan says fight. If it's going to fall to me for the split.
Wouldn't it be better to parley with them, sir?
Parley with robbers? You must be out of your mind, lad.
Oh, Captain Bernard's going to do me in everything but speech.
Well, Sir Hanush ordered me to avoid unnecessary casualties.
What are you trying to say?
I could go and parley with Wolflin. Even if it comes to nothing, I could have a good look at his encampment.
True.
Bit of spying could well be of use, all right. And Wolflin's a conceited bastard. If he knows you come from me, he'll receive you just for a chance to tell me to go to hell. I'll give you a livery with my coat of arms, so it's clear you're my messenger. And you'll have to go unarmed.
Thank you, Captain. I'll do my best.
I hope so. And try and come back in one piece. I don't want to explain to Sir Radzig why I sent his favorite into a robber baron's camp unarmed. Goodbye.
Oh, I've got a Waffenrock from... I don't get to dress up like Captain Bernard. The Olejnitz... Is that what you say that? Olejnitz Waffenrock. You ready? Rate my outfit from 1 to 10. Green? Disgusting. Okay, it says I need to go unarmed, though. Do I actually have to fully unequip the weapons? Or maybe I have to leave the weapons behind. Bear says 10. Of course you'd say 10. It's got fish on it as well as it being green. Grim.
Fuck's sake, how did we get here?
I don't know. Augur, I'm as ashamed as you are. Augur, thank you for 72 months of terrible decisions. Olga, good afternoon. The half-naked model holding the Diet Coke while pursing her lips seductively as she opens the can, all the while doing a slight shimmy shake with her hips. Ah, Diet Coke, you can have it all. You can have all this when you buy and drink one. That's not in line with the health fiascos you see buying Coke by the litres from by the litre from fast food. Well, that's why, Gwynblade. They're trying to get Elkieran in to clean up their act. Olga, good afternoon. Pepsi Pattern, good morning. Olga, thank you for 72 months. Let's just not talk about it. I need to save all of my talking for this quest I'm about to do. Actually, don't I have some, like... Do I have anything here that can increase my charisma? No. No. Moonshine charisma? No. No. Drive Lazarus Lullaby? No. Unknown... Let's not drink an unknown potion before I get going. Yeah, Fresh Peppy was good quality. It's not as offensive as the modern Dr. Pepper seems to be these days. Yeah. Yeah, it was nice. It was like... aniseed. But gentle.
Herb emoji, green is the way. Green is truth. Green is strength. Herb emoji, the oranges are weak, lost in chaos and folly. Tangerine emoji, join the rightful cause. March under the green banner, crossed swords emoji, we rise with the earth. We fight with honor. We win. Choose wisely. Choose green, seedling emoji, shield emoji.
Is that what you've got AI to say, Radler? All the power of artificial intelligence and large language models and all of that stuff, machine learning, it all has come to this. Radware getting it to lie. Soft drinks are the weirdest hill for your health to die on. Yeah. They're a strange thing to be addicted to, right? Like, but is it not just sugar addiction? Just something in a different form? And you feel guilty if you're eating like 5 pies a day, but you're somehow scratching the itch that you don't know you have. But it doesn't feel as bad, so you end up riding towards an early grave, but convincing yourself you're not doing it. Okay, I need to come in here and negotiate. Pies don't fuck your teeth, though, this is true. It's not that much power, actually, but yes. Radware, thank you for the bits. Right, I'm going into this camp now to negotiate. I'll do it in a minute.
Here are 3 reasons greens beat oranges: high in nutrients, leafy greens pack more vitamins A, K, folate, iron, and calcium per calorie than oranges. No sugar, greens have virtually 0 sugar, better for blood sugar and weight control than oranges' natural sugars. More versatile, greens work raw, cooked, or blended in any dish. Oranges have limited culinary uses.
This is slightly unfair because greens accounts for every single vegetable in history versus one fruit. Typical augur argumentation tactics. Hello.
Hey, you! What do you want?
I'm Captain Bernard's envoy. I'm here to parley.
Why should I trust you?
I'm unarmed. What harm can I do?
That's true. You are wearing Sir Bernard's colours. I suppose I should take you to Sir Wolfling. But if you try any tricks, you'll regret it. Understood?
You have my word.
I've got no tricks to try. I've not even got any weapons on. It's alright, Radware, I just wanted to watch that cutscene. I'm excited about this quest.
See? That's nature talking to you. Accept it.
AI is nature talking to me. When it's time to parley, we will parley hard.
Hey! Come here!
Orange is going Mai Tais, and Mai Tais are amazing. He's got a point. Hello, I am envoy of Captain Bernard of Ratai.
Who do we have here? What's your name, boy?
Henry. I'm a messenger from...
I know. from my beloved cousin, Sir Bernard of Oleshna. So, what exactly is your message?
Only one orange can go in my thighs.
Stink everywhere.
Okay.
Stayed home.
We can do this.
We offer you safe conduct out of this domain if you leave everything you stole from Sir Hanish's subjects.
That's a very generous offer. But tell me, why should I accept?
Rivers of blood and a bloody flood.
Don't you know what's been going on around here recently?
Should I?
Bandits have been on the rampage all over the county. Cutthroats raided a nearby stud farm, and the locals have had enough of it.
No doubt, but I've nothing to do with that.
Try telling them that. On the way here, the captain recruited men from half the county. He intends to make an example of you.
Why me? No doubt you've plenty to choose from.
Because you're the first one who's had the gall not to run. So you'll be the first one they catch, and I'm sure you can imagine what will happen then.
And why warn me? Why parlay at all if there are so many of you?
So Hannes wants to avoid unnecessary bloodshed. He'd be happier if you just moved on somewhere else, so he sent me to bargain with you.
You're saying it wasn't Bernard's idea?
If the captain knew I came here in his colours, he'd flay me alive.
The devil take it. There's nothing here worth pillaging anyway. All right. I accept your offer. Tell your captain we'll move on.
And you'll leave the loot here?
We'll leave what's left. The food's already eaten. Better run along before Bernard loses patience.
Do you know what I think I'm going to do going forward? I think I might intentionally, whenever I'm playing RPGs, pick a low speech character. Because in Mass Effect, in Fallout, in both Fallout games, and then now in this, and my speech is too high. What is it, like 9 or something? Because a high speech just means skip the game. It's 17 now. I guess that's because I go through every dialogue option, right? But that's not something I've tried to power level, Pat. Not something I've done off screen. That's just naturally gone up, and I think it's because I talk to everybody I see. Yeah. So I think both Trim and Pat have told me at this point that because I played the game a lot... Aqua, welcome to the stream, by the way. Are you well? Good evening. Because I played the game a lot off screen, I've broken it by leveling some certain things up too much. I don't like the idea you can... Is it good game design if you can completely invalidate a playthrough by accidentally playing it too much between the quests? That's bad difficulty balancing, I think. Because now I just Master Strike my way through all of the combat and speech my way through all of the quests. Especially now that you're talking about it being too easy, you've got most relevant stats maxed or near it. Yeah. In one Fallout New Vegas. Let's do it. I'm thinking of playing New Vegas. I've never played it, but I've played like really extensive playthroughs of 3 and 4 on stream. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like the fact that I've managed to completely... Do you know what it is? Speech, for those that have this reference, speech in KCD and Master Strike in KCD are the Middle Ages equivalent of Overseer's Guardian. I don't think most players spend 100 hours doing alchemy. Yeah, but alchemy, I don't use Augur. Like, I leveled alchemy, and that's the only thing I have leveled off stream. Apart from, I bought some gear, and I learnt how to... Oh, I did maintenance, yeah. Maintenance is slightly cheaper repairs, and alchemy is the potions that I buy anyway from the shop. Like, I genuinely don't think I've not sat and grinded out anything other than alchemy and maintenance. There's some fights you can Master Strike your way through, but you skip them with your high speed. Exactly. But again, speech is not something that I've power leveled. I've just gone through every dialogue option. And as a result, yeah, I don't know. I like the game. I very much like the game, don't get me wrong. But I think in terms of a real meaty RPG that you can get stuck into, the idea that you can accidentally completely invalidate that by just enjoying the game a little too much seems bad.
I've just come back from Wolflin, Captain.
And in one piece, I see. That's something at least, but I doubt you achieved anything.
I talked them into moving out. They even left the loot they plundered.
I don't know about letting them go like that. They'll be hungry. All you've truly done is send them on to rob our neighbors.
We can't be blamed for that. They're the ones robbing and killing.
That's true. Anyway,
what sense
I'll
was
warn
that?
the neighboring lords that those bandits are on the loose. Ride to Ratai and report to Sir Hanush.
Yes, sir.
Bye.
Well, there we go. I thought we were going to get into some like cool quest with Sir Hans and stuff, but he's not left camp yet, and I've gone and fixed it. I'll go speak to him just in case. Sorry for the frame rate. Hello, Sir Hans.
God bless you. What troubles you?
I went to parley with Wolflin.
So how did that go?
I convinced him to take his gang and leave.
Really? I knew you were no fool, but that's something else. You're a born diplomat, Henry.
I don't know about that.
Don't be so modest. We have to drink to this.
Goodbye.
Okay. I think the thing I really appreciated in Fallout 4 with high speech was that, and Fallout 3 especially, but in Fallout 4, the thing I really appreciate is the whole idea of having to hard limit stats, right? If you wanted to get, then again, Fallout 4 was slightly different for this.
Yeah.
But at least like swapping gear in and out and getting like a high charisma outfit so that the NPCs were more favourable to me, and then I could make more money from purchases and that kind of thing. And like risking changing out of one suit of armour, or like risking a lot of damage resistance to put on an outfit that might be better charisma wise to convince a guy out of combat. Like that felt a lot more. I mean, it's at 10 times higher budget, don't get me wrong, but it felt a lot more like a reward for the investment in your high charisma, or the fact that you've put yourself at great risk to have high. This, because it's just got the very simple learn by doing, like gain XP every time you do the thing. It's just, you just click the one high speed. It's like Paragon in Mass Effect, right? Ain't no parley like an S-Club parley. There were some interesting consequences, but exactly right, Coffeeton, sorry. We don't get to see him, do we? It's a trade-off, not just a cumulative. Yeah, this is a cumulative, and it's a trade-off in the other game. Or even if it's a temporary trade-off, but in Fallout 4 you can actually just like earn shitloads of XP and then eventually choose to invest in the, yeah. But yeah, the fact that I've got this far just by like listening to all of the dialogue. I've got to level 7, nearly level 18 speech. Don't get me wrong though, as a game, as a story game and as a world, and all the characters and the setting is delicious. But I don't think it functions very well as an RPG. But I'm assuming the second game. Then again, if you're into the power fantasy idea, right, it does function really well as an RPG. I guess I have to acknowledge the fact that I'm the guy that has... Razor said this once, and it's completely true. My summer car has broke me. Because now I can't... Unless a game is really, really, really pushing back against me, I struggle to hold my interest. Kriegi, welcome to the stream. Good afternoon. So, maybe, like Pat, Trim, Coffeeton, Olga, having not been completely broken by my son car, did it feel good all the way to the end for you guys? And again, it might still, but I'm genuine. I need to start to realise that my perspective's been warped by having my bollocks in a vice thanks to the Finnish countryside for this entire time. Because a lot of RPGs are power fantasies, right? Like, a lot of people... I bet there's loads of guides out there for how to become an absolute, like, monster in the early game, so you can completely shit on everything from that point forward, which is just as valid. I certainly aren't saying it isn't. I had a bit of this. The combat felt pretty irrelevant by the end, but I didn't do so many side quests, so my speech wasn't so high. Yeah, maybe. I could choose to opt against going for speech, I suppose. I ended up feeling like the 1v1 combat was pretty invalidated by high combat skills and master strikes, but you get more into fights against multiple enemies. That's the thing, yeah. I think the only challenge is when I'm taking on 2 or more at the moment, right? This is one of the best games ever made. I'm not saying it's not Coffeeton, yeah? As I was saying, I very much appreciate it. But in terms of an RPG, I think it needs some refinement for the sequel, which is already out, so I already have it. You didn't have the issue, Walker, though? Is this where completionism and FCI don't sit right together? This is probably the question. I enjoy games like this so much that I spend too long in them. Trim and I were having a discussion recently about how good grounded is for this, because it isn't an RPG, right? There's no levels, there's no talents or perks. Well, there is, but it's all about builds. A naked character at the start is the same as a naked character after 100 hours, but you work out a build with gear or a build with resistances on the enemies, depending on what you've enchanted your weapons with, and like, it's entirely build-based. So at the very end of the game, the challenge is just as much as it was at the very start. It's not about getting to a point where your character can invalidate the content. The content's such a fucked word, and the bosses and the enemies. It's about an understanding. Exactly, Coffeeton. Yeah, that was kind of the discussion I was having. I really wish that it was possible to switch to hardcore. But I was very much warned against hardcore when I started, and I can understand why. Who am I coming here to see? No. Just run over about 7 people. 1v1 combat is easy, of course, but it's not often you find yourself in that situation, right? Maybe so, yeah. Yeah, I wish I could switch it to hardcore. So for those that don't know, hardcore is, I think you either need to beat the game once to start it, or you need to start a fresh playthrough with it. You can't switch. Hardcore has stuff like no marker on the minimap, no enemy health bars. What else is the big one? No fast travel, obviously not terribly relevant, but it's got like the increased combat difficulty, hungry faster, you need to sleep more, you need to, that kind of thing. I really wish I could switch over to that. If there's a mod that you can switch over to hardcore, I think I'd do it. 12, good afternoon. Twitch is telling me the stream has ended. I love tech. You should be so lucky. Attack camps, I'll get attacked by groups outside of the main quest, right? And I would either stealth clear I have been doing some stealth clearing, Augur, I must admit, yeah. I bought some very cheap, like, black clothing, and it was just a case of going in and choking out everybody and coming out right a lot faster. It's a Hanish. Hanish question.
What business have you?
Well, good luck, still. I guess I can't watch until I'm home. It's a shame I didn't manage to speak to you this afternoon, 12, because the stream's ended. 12, good, safe journey.
I have news from the camp, Sir Hanish.
Speak.
I persuaded Captain Bernard to let me parley with Wolflin.
Bernard agreed. I'm surprised.
So was I. I promised Wolflin safe conduct out of your territory on condition he leave all the loot behind.
Well, at least we cut our losses. Although Bernard will have a thing or two to say about how I lost face for a few groschen.
But at least you lost no men, sir, and that's worth something.
True enough, lad. No doubt Wolflin will come to a bad end anyway. I must say, Henry, after all that's happened recently, I'm glad something finally turned out well.
So am I, sir.
And I think you deserve to be rewarded for your efforts.
Thank you, sir.
Take care now.
Rob a baron, complete the side quest. Pretty good. That went well. Yeah, didn't even raise our sword. Merlinac. Now there's a fucking... how old is that follow? 20th of April 2016. Shit. One of the first people in the guild as well, this guy. Donkey's ears. Merlinac, welcome to the stream. Disgusting, I know, right? It's nearly been a decade. Actually, speaking of which, in a few months, people like Cheeky will be a decade following this guy. Fuck me, brilliant. Christ, I love this game. I had to stop by and say how do. I've just been ranting about it, but yeah, I love it as well. Right, lovely. Let's go to sleep.
Yeah.
Still playing WoW? We're nuts deep in hardcore at the moment. We've become those people. Disgusting. We're playing Turtle. Have you not thought about Epoch? Came out, was it yesterday? Day before? No, 25th. You've really found a home on there. I suppose if you've got a home, you don't need another one, right? Are you raiding? It gets worse. I respect people that play on Turtle WoW more than I respect most WoW alternatives at the moment, okay? Turtle is just so high quality. Yeah. And it's been around for ages, right?
Yeah.
You've been in our same raiding guild for 4 years. Woof. I've been in 2 in 10 days. On softcore. I can actually see a world where the Doomhaus retires to Turtle, you know. There just seems something... I don't want to say the Doomhaus. We don't have a guild going at the moment, but you know what I mean? Like I think there's a retirement point coming up. If you do Merlin there. Both factions, same guild. Oh, so it's a real big long thing. Yeah. I don't know if you might remember, one of the very early people that joined the guild, Merlinac, was a guy called Thandir. Not only do we still speak to him every day, he's still raiding on Kronos. Still. Same server, and it's been what? How long's Kronos been up? 2015? Fucking mental. The Outer Worlds is a game with a lot of speech, whether you must skill or game deck. Yeah, it's Obsidian as well, right? Outer Worlds is another game I forgot happened. Yeah, I say this a lot, but the Outer Worlds, like the opening act, no, not even the opening act, like the intro of Outer Worlds, where you're on that small little area and there's the canning plant and that. 10 out of 10. And then every hour after that lost about 10% until at the end I just didn't care whatsoever. I think it might have peaked too early, that game. I didn't even know that server was still up. Yeah, still going. These things never die nowadays, apart from the ones that die, of course. Is my fucking chop counter not open? It isn't. Hang on. Christ, that's presumptuous, Team 2. And when they die, they fucking die. What's that? That sounds like a cat's quote. And when I mean something. Rest in peace. Burnt down, yeah. Starfall still going, Pat? It might be, actually. Yeah, we were just spooling up. We had, how many of us on Starfall? 7 or 8 of us, and it was all going really well. Doing, 11-man dungeons and stuff, just full Doomhaus, absolutely flying. And then Blizzard was like, classic anniversary. Killed it. Killed the server we were on. Heartbreaking. Last screenshot I saw from Mushroom Vendor had 4 people online. On the server. Damn. Right, is this Curious good? No, my other one's way better. Pebbles, can you take that for me? Yeah, man. I got some stuff to sell, actually. I also need to put my proper fucking thing on, don't I? The old jupe on. Right, let's nip to town, and then we'll look into some main quest stuff, I think. We've got an hour. Technically, I'm still working, so I'm going to head out. It was nice to speak again. Merlinac, don't be a stranger. Good to see you. Actual main quest, though, I can imagine. Easy Green, good morning. Because I've run out of side quests. Actually, press 1 for main quest stuff. Press 2 to go and speak to the Executioner, because he's got a quest as well. August says, go speak to the Executioner. Paula says, main quest. Easy Green says, Executioner. Coffeeton says, Executioner. Man being that, imagine being that one Chinese guild playing WoW on single player. Gotta be a mage if you're gonna play it on single player, right? Alcarion says Executioner. Shaggy Dan says Executioner with 5 votes to 2. I'm gonna sell some goods and then we're off to go speak to the Executioner. I was gonna go repair my gear, but because my speech is so high, I never fucking use it. Not a Nosferelrius. At least I don't have to go and get my hair cut anymore, right? Because we know that my speech is ridiculous. What were the options? My vote counts for 5 after all. Shut up, Trim. Sir. Mr. Swordsmith, sir. Actually, I need a Queen of Sheba sword piece from this guy.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
I've heard that some pilgrim was selling off pieces of a rare sword. If you happen to have one, I'd be interested.
Did that Sasso dabbler send you here?
Why?
Yeah. I mean, no.
Why? Because there was nothing left for him, and now he's envious and wants some too. Well, he's out of luck. I do have it, but I'm not selling.
Man, isn't there some way?
No way. Like I've already said, not a chance.
Kill him in the future? Yeah.
Good luck then.
No, wait, I need to speak to you about repairs and I need to sell some shit. Watch him stop getting his hair cut and suddenly start losing his speech checks. I'd welcome it, frankly. Well, this is only weapons, isn't it? Shit.
God be with you.
Fucking hell, nothing needs repairing either. I don't know if I've got a perk, I don't need to sleep, I don't need to eat, I don't need to repair anything. It's boom. But I had some shit to sell, didn't I? Let's go to the Huntsman, he'll buy any old shite. Paula Iowell, though, that's right. Does that mean we're going full Grizzly Adams from now on? Yeah, we're going to grow our beard down to our waists. Schmitz, good morning. And then, yeah, we'll go speak to the Executioner, see what's going on. Excuse me.
Go!
Oh.
Learn how to ride a horse.
Sorry. This guy reminds me of somebody, and it feels like it reminds me of someone Doomhaus-wise, but I don't know who looks like this in the Doomhaus. Talk to me.
God
Is it you,
grant
kid?
you health. How may I help you?
Who does he look? He's got someone's eyes.
God be with you.
I don't know who. Okay, what are we selling? Bread. Do we sell bread? Bulging purse. I mean, not really. I don't know if it's boxy. His beard is better than mine. His eyes are too small. But that's probably somebody like I'm thinking of, Olga. Gold cross. I'll sell that. 200. Gold spurs. That's what I was looking for. There's like a big stack of spurs that I don't need. Like the Premier League. I don't want to sell the Waffenrock, do I? Powdered unicorn horn. Do I have any silver? I thought I had silver spurs. Maybe I don't. There we go, like Venetian glass cellist and all that stuff. I pressed the wrong button. Silver ring. Sell both of them. Right. Remedy for Meerhoyed. Why did I make 10 of them? They're useful for anything. No. Sell them? No. I don't know. I'll put them away. And that should be everything I can sell, I think. I think I'll put everything else on pebbles.
That's stolen. What are you trying on me?
No?
Get the hell out of here.
Fine, I'll do it another day. It'd be funny if there was some dialogue built in if you get really shaggy. Yeah. They don't respect... I mean, they already shout and scream at me if I'm too dirty. Oh, did he know? I don't know. It's a good question. He's got anime eyes. Everybody stop passing on scuttlebutt. Okay, well, I was going to sell some stuff and try and get involved in the local economy, but apparently not. Where is the main quest? All that glitters. Oh, we're still talking about this. Yeah, there we go. Ulrich and I went to the heart of the counterfeiting operation in the silver mines near Skalitz, to the workshop hidden in one of the galleries. There we found Sir Jezek of... the mastermind of the whole operation, who was much taken aback by our arrival, especially when he laid eyes on Ulrich. Ulrich dealt with him quickly and brutally, at which point I had to intervene. After all, my orders were to bring Zizek to Perkstein, while the Ulrich was charged with sending him straight to his maker. In the end, I managed to talk the German knight into leaving Zizek alone, even though by doing so he risked the wrath of his own masters and even his life. I need to get back to Ratai to inform Sir Radzig of all that's happened. Handy. Where is he? In Perkstein Castle. Lovely. Mr. Krabs. Stop making anime references that none of us get. Yeah, I don't know how that works, Easy Green. I don't know what the FCI answer for that is.
A torch will help.
Oh, he does look a bit like the Brickmaker, that's true. Yeah, he does have a look at the old Brickmaker, but I don't know, it feels like it might not be a Doomhaus thing, it might be somebody in my real life or something that he looks like. But every time I see him, I think, oh, somebody I know. Is that Sir Radzig? It is. Sir Radzig, I need information. I need to give you information. Is he fleeing so he can go to the toilet? He's off to save his game. Don't shut the door behind me. Oh, we're actually going to have a proper meeting. Holy fucking Jesus Christ.
There's the man. Good work, Henry.
Thank you, sir.
I'd tell you to take a well-earned rest, but unfortunately I need one more thing from you.
Whatever you command.
Jezek refuses to talk to us. The stubborn bastard's asking to see you.
Me?
Indeed. Normally I'd send for Captain Burner to beat it out of him, but then I told myself that if he's so keen to speak to you...
I'll try to get something out of him. Where is he?
He's locked up in the tower. Bernard will give you the key.
Very well, sir.
Okay. Why does he want to see me specifically? Is it because I talked... because I talked Ulrich into not killing him, that now he wants to see me. He thinks I'm some kind of fucking guardian angel. Or I've speech-checked my way into him believing it. Could be either. Ask him which way south is, we'll see. Yeah, I've got 2 quest markers. What is he wanting us to do? Question Zizek of Ronau. Ronau, how are we pronouncing that? R-O-N-O-W. Might be Ronov. Get the keys to Zizek's cell from Bernard. Okay, Bernard, I'm assuming, is in his usual place. Is it Ronov, maybe?
In Ronau.
I don't believe Ronau, somehow. Maybe he just likes you? Well, maybe, but I ratted out his his counterfeiting operation. And he was about to be killed by Ulrich and his beautiful moustache. But I talked Ulrich down, so part of me thinks there's maybe a bit of him that's like... He thinks I'm the only person on his side. And I end up falling asleep in your chair again. What from? Eric, good morning. I've been asked for by name. One of the prisoners that was counterfeiting money wants me to deal with it for some reason. Some pot-faced teenager from down the street. Eric, good morning. Let's get there now. Okay. I was surprised to be spending time with you, Captain Bernard, on the last quest. Turns out we're doing it again. No, I don't need training, Christ.
I need the key to Yezhek's cell.
So Sir Radzig let him have his way in the end. He should have let me beat some answers out of him.
No wonder he doesn't want to talk to you.
Just try not to mess it up. Here's that key.
Thanks.
Yeah, there's the key. Try not to mess it up, he says. Has he not seen my speech work? In fact, he has on the last quest. He had a bad night's sleep. That P word had me up and down all night. What, you had the shits? So I tied up 2 sentences in one and called it good. Kit, betrayed by the P word. She was possessed. What? Oh, she's speaking up in the night, speaking tongues in an Italian accent. Okay, where's the... I don't know where the tower is in. I'm assuming it's in Perkstein Castle. Went up at 10 and finally got to bed at 10:45 and was back up again an hour later and so on and so forth. So much shitting. This might be the area where it is, right? I don't care about onion soup. She always speaks in tongues in an Italian accent. Or as they call it, demonic. Is this the tower? No, I can't pick that door. This is where, like, the Nightingale roams and stuff, right? This is where the bailiff and stuff is, so this is probably an official area where they keep prisoners. The tower is the big, tall, skinny building. Excuse me? Schmidt over here dealing in ginormous spoilers. Get a bit of a better view on the map. Oh, it's on the back. Turns out I was wrong. May as well do half of what comes out of my mouth can't be understood. I haven't been here for a bit, where I levelled alchemy and broke everything. I also, while levelling alchemy, ended up with so much marigold decoction and Lazarus potions that I ended up with 20,000 groschen as a result, and I also broke a large portion of the game. Trim, what? Is this the tower? What the fuck, the ambient sounds just disappeared. He's here, apparently. This one spot where the ambient sounds just disappear. This can't be it, surely. Sorry to answer the question in my head. The answer was Stubler. I don't want another question. Hello, prison. It's not in there, because that's the alchemy table. Am I supposed to stand here and whistle, or what? There. Am I dumb? Is it below me, maybe? Maybe there's a dungeon or something. Possibly. Where did it say he is? Sir Radzig charged me with Zhezhek's interrogation. When have you not been dumb? So how would you get underground then? The game's evidently not going to tell me. Is it here somewhere maybe? Possibly here? A spade. I've got to dig up his cell. This is locked very hard though, so I can't imagine it's this. But we'll try it regardless. Digging a tunnel to China. Oh, I could have just walked round. Maybe he's in here? Oh god, I've dinged again. The game's not even easy. You know what else is hard? Watching this! Shut your mouth. Right, so it's not there, it's not there. Is it? No, because that's the tailor's area. You're digging a tunnel to China. China's not the antipode in Europe, though. It's like New Zealand. It isn't the antipode in fucking America either. Balls. Okay, so maybe there's a massive tunnel from Perkstein Castle that goes all the way under... Jesus, that goes all the way under there. It says he's in the tower, right? That's the tower. Maybe the quest thing is just miles off. It's like that guy yesterday who suddenly screamed at me and his voice was about 20 times louder than anything we'd seen in the game before. Everybody's eyelids rattled. Yeah, this is a good example.
Green chat.
I said this earlier. I was talking about green names. Look at that. I don't know about readable people without readable colours on, but for me, Pat, Trim, Radware, Augur, and Gwynblade, exactly the same shade of green. Exactly. There we go, Eric. Yeah, man. Okay, it says he's in the tower, but the quest marker's miles off. Well, that's a good idea, yeah. Commit crimes and get sent to jail. I picked this shade to fit in with my fellow greens. You all look ridiculous. I know I'm in a private area, so he's not in the tower. Paula, yeah, stands out. Hello, guard. I need to be in the tower.
Hey, you. What are you doing? Fuck off.
You told me to F off. You're not going to arrest me because the game said the guy I'm looking for is in the tower, right?
Well?
The game wouldn't do this. Did it say he's in the tower?
Hey!
Getting arrested would be a quick way to get there, that is true.
Didn't you understand?
The quest, obviously.
Stop! Surrender! You've committed a crime and I'm arresting you!
Hey, who's there?
Ooh, he's steady, steady.
You asked for it.
I've had enough of your shit. When I said clear off, I meant right now! Well, you won't forget this in a hurry, because it'll take a nice pile of coin to fix it.
What the hell was that?
15 fucking groschen.
Damn it. Here's your coin then.
You've purged yourself before the law, but I'll be keeping an eye on you. You can be sure of that.
It's the Tower of the Guard, isn't it? Okay, so. In the tower, no. In the area where the quest marker is,
Get
no.
lost, or you'll have me to reckon with.
Game is too easy. I know, right, Augur? I got absolutely bollocksed there by having to spend a whole 15 groschen on getting out of trouble. A finer, I think it was a bribe, Easy Green, yeah. Right, maybe he is in the tower, but in a secret part of the tower. Or not. He'd been refusing to talk, and he had himself demanded my presence, which suggests he had some ulterior motives. Question Zezek. Right, question. For those that haven't played the game before, did he say that the prisoners in the tower, or am I making that up? Or have I misunderstood something? 15 groschen should be like 20,000 reals. Reals. No, wait. Did he say he was in the... I can't remember, honestly. I'm just going to bait somebody that has played it to make some sly comment. I can Google it for you. Thanks, Eric. Have you tried killing civilians? Nah. Right. The game would not... I keep expecting the game to be busted, and just because it was on the last quest...
I didn't pay attention, that's your job. I hope it helps.
It doesn't mean that it's busted on this one as well, right? Let's assume that the game is working correctly, and I just need to go over to the waypoint marker. Because if it was based on dialogue... Actually, let me go speak to Sir Radzig. Start killing and demand they tell you where he's at. And Sir Radzig's like, you could have just asked, Henry. That was an option. The game wouldn't have it so that you couldn't work it out if you'd left, right? No chance. Therefore, we can probably speak to somebody that's involved, and they'll tell me where the prison is again. If the quest doesn't tell me anyway. Sir Radzig Cobbler, please. If my summer car is possible to beat without Googling, this definitely is. Eric. Excuse me? Oh, this fucking Turkey Doomer's going into the guard tower where I'm not allowed. Oh, yeah, we can bing Eric, that's fine. Duck, duck, go is clearly better. Oh, it's browsers and search engines and stuff, one of them things where not using the most popular one makes you look distinguished in your head, right? Not that you're actually doing this, Olga, but like well, I actually really like Bing. It's one of them areas, there's plenty of them, right? I would never admit to using oh God. I'm sure it is Olga, of course. Hello.
God bless you. What troubles you?
Just remind me where the guy is, please. Sir Radzig, can you remind me where the guy is, please? Because the quest is pointing me into the middle of nowhere. Sir Radzig.
Goodbye.
It has an option to hide AI shit, so I just asked ChatGPT to Google stuff for me. That's essentially what it's doing, right? Yeah, ask. No, they rebranded it, didn't they, to Ask, because they tried to get rid of the nod to the class structure. Could knock them out one by one again. I mean, it worked at the coal burners, Bear. It's going to work here, surely. Right, let's nip over here, and maybe the quest thing is correct, and it's just time related.
Doomhaus sleeping stream when?
Nobody would give a flying fuck about watching me sleep, Martin. I can tell you that. Nobody gives a fuck about me playing video games, let alone sleeping. Martin, welcome to the stream. ChatGPT Googles it, gets the first answer, which is ChatGPT, and feeds ChatGPT back to you. In here, maybe? No, private area, okay. No, wait, didn't I actually interrogate a prisoner in this place once? Let's bust everybody out of prison for the fuck of it. I think. Any prisoners? No, not prison cells. Looks to be expected. No. Any prison cells? No. Oh, you're that monk. I don't need to speak to you. Right. Poor Jeeves. Nobody appreciates PG Woodhouse anymore. No, he got cancelled, did Jeeves. Okay, the quest says that the guy I'm looking for is right here. There's no way to get down there. And there's no... So I guess we just wait for the prisoner, right? You might be surprised about how many more people care about you sleeping than gaming, it turns out. Not since I almost enjoy the... Not me, since I almost enjoy the gaming. Shaggy Dan. That puts you in the super fan bracket. That's Pebbles. It's alright, Pebbles is waiting as well. Let me make sure I'm right on the quest location. Here, okay. It's also proof there's more going on Ratai. So this is all the information from the quest, right? I'm in position, question Zezek. The scary thing is there's not even any ambient sound, right? Alright. Maybe there's some secret basement that Sir Radzig told me about. I hate it. It's awful, isn't it, without ambient sound? Sometimes you watch streams of people that are playing games and have got all game sound turned off and just their music on, and it's like you've gone deaf in one ear. This is a private area, correct? Now, maybe there's some dungeon in here somewhere? Yeah, okay. That was a bit of a secret. Okay, there's the jail. Maybe the game assumed that I knew where the jail was. Alright, we found it by just brute forcing every room. Lovely. Get some cave mushrooms while I'm down here, they're mine now. And ambient sound's broken here as well.
Welcome, Henry.
Okay, Sir Zezek. Master coin counterfeiter bullshit man. I finally found you. Why do you want me specifically?
Well, finally, I've had quite a wait.
Why do you want to talk to me, of all people?
You brought me here. You should consider it an honor.
If hanging around in a damp dungeon with a condemned man is your idea of honor...
You're not seeing the bright side. You can be the one who uncovers a conspiracy against the king for your master. You don't get an opportunity like that every day. It did cross my mind, though, that it might be nice to get some assurances for my cooperation. After all, I'm the one the Margrave unjustly declared the scourge of the land and expelled from Moravia. They even pulled my beautiful castle down. It was the necessity of making a living that forced me to take some liberties.
Do you really want to question the authority of the Margrave?
I've always been loyal to the crown, but what can I do when the Margrave stole my fief?
That's not why we're here. I don't care about your conflict with the Margrave. It's your crimes against the king I'm worried about. The king you say you've always been so loyal to.
Very well, ask me anything you want. I won't be obstructive.
What I want to know most of all is who's behind it. Who are you making those forgeries for?
Do you think I couldn't have handled it all myself?
I'm not trying to insult you. It's just not a job one man could do alone.
All right, the way it began was I was short of coin, as usual. So I let those crimps in Sasau recruit me.
Recruit you into what?
I didn't inquire too much. In this business, you don't ask too many questions. But when they found out I wasn't just anybody, they put me in charge of the counterfeiting. A foreigner by the name of Eric gave me instructions. For sure, he isn't the chief. And there's someone highly placed at the monastery who's mixed up in it too. But I don't know who.
Eric is counterfeiting money in the Middle Ages. And it's spelt right as well. This is fucking scandalous.
This Eric, you reckon he's not the one in charge?
He puts on airs, but he's just a naive young pup. And he's always going on about his lord, though he never mentioned him by name.
Where can I find this Eric? You must have had some meeting place.
He used to come to the workshop unannounced, and after what's happened, I doubt he'll be showing his face there again.
How did you come to hear of all this business?
I met some old friends in Colleen a few months ago, and they said they were heading for Sasau, that armed men were being recruited, and they'll hire anyone.
Old friends? Who were they?
Just a couple of brigands. We used to ambush the Margrave's messengers in Moravia together.
Nice friends you keep.
I was in dispute with the Margrave. A man in my position finds himself mixed up with all sorts.
And then what?
Rapota and I had been living off stale crusts for a month, so I wasn't going to turn down the chance of work, honest or otherwise. We rode to Sasau and met with the recruiters. It didn't take long to realize I was a nobleman fallen on hard times, not some common peasant.
Can you get to the point?
Well, they introduced me to this Eric, and he told me what was needed. They set up the workshop, got the men, the supplies, everything.
Eric?
Crimps? You're telling me this Eric is recruiting armed men in Sasau?
Eric!
Well, it seems so. I was giving the recruiters some of the coins to do it. The fake ones, of course.
Where can I find the recruiting gang?
That's tricky. It was my friends who led me to them. We met with them in the woods next to Sasau. It's about who you know, as always.
You said you gave them money. Where was that?
They'd ride to the mine gallery to see me. I don't suppose you'd find them there now.
If you say so.
What are crimps? I'm assuming it's some kind of metal pressing, like an actual crimp that you use for metal. You saved Pat's mental health right there. I was kind of making a point about it because I don't think I've ever been told where the jail is in Ratai, and it's not labelled. It's the jail, and the quest text didn't say he's in the jail.
This highly placed person at the monastery, what can you tell me about him?
I've no idea who he is, only that he's no small fry. After all, he handles the exchange of the forgeries in Passau.
I see. Is there anything else at all you can tell me about him?
No, he was supposed to supply me with materials too, but he backed out. Eric said he probably got cold feet.
Right, that'll do.
That'll do me for the moment.
Will you put in a word for me with Sir Radzig? I'll swear allegiance to him if he'll have me. I'm sick of being a renegade.
Ooh.
Why would Sir Radzig want your allegiance? You're a criminal, and that's how you'll be treated.
Got him. Press one to stab him to death. No, that would be just... Calm down, everybody. Have I been in prison in Ratai before? I don't remember, actually. Certainly been in prison in a lot of places. Paula. Actually, I've been a bit harsh. It probably is labelled outside, right? Even if the quest doesn't say so. Is this known as the prison? It certainly doesn't say it on the door. If you'd never been to prison, how would you know? It doesn't tell you he's in the prison or how to get in it. It just puts the waypoint in the middle of nowhere and expects you to just go door to door and search for the fucking Roger that. Okay, right. I'm assuming we're going back to Sir Radzig with the information now, right? Yeah. He's a criminal. Pebbles? Oh, there. As Gandalf says, though, Paula, right? If I can't give a person life, I shouldn't be so quick to take it. So they're mercs. Crimps are mercs. One's lost their bread. Bread. Come on. Crimping. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Aqua. It's like crimping metal. I'm assuming it was part of the forgery process. Report knockoff of the Crips gang. Sounds like you're close to the point, actually, Easy Green, accidentally. His bum's not big enough to swear allegiance to Sir Radzig. Sir Radzig is a nice man. It's a casual way to reveal that you're impotent. Mr. Cobbler, sir.
Hey!
Sorry,
Oh,
yes,
God.
it was an accident, Freddie Mercury.
What are you
Leave me
doing
alone.
here?
I'm looking for Sir Radzig.
What the hell was that?
Probably on the top floor. When I say mercs, I mean bandits. Jesus Christ be praised. Jesus Christ be praised, Gandalf. Again, I'm just saying that at some point somebody's going to come in here and think this is a Christian stream, aren't they? Guarantee it. We're just FCIing, right? Hello, Sir Radzig. Oh, he's in here.
Henry, I'm glad you came.
Sir Hans, Tobias Funfair. Hello.
So what have you learned?
All sorts of things.
There's some foreigner called Eric behind the counterfeiting ring, and someone highly placed at the monastery.
The monastery? Really?
That's what Yezhek claimed.
So it's worse than I thought. If this is true, we'll have to proceed with the utmost caution.
Why? Can't we just go to the monastery to investigate?
No. If the church
Why?
is truly involved, I have no authority.
But if someone at the monastery is perpetrating crimes against the crown...
True enough. Why don't I go and arrest King Sigismund of Luxembourg while I'm about it? He's committed a crime or two as well.
Fair.
I'll have to think about it. It won't be an easy nut to crack. I'll have to consult with Hanush. And what of this Eric? Who is he?
I don't know, but he's recruiting armed men in Sasau and forming an army.
Damn. So it looks like Pribyslavitz wasn't the end of it.
It most certainly wasn't, sir. And what's more, Sir Yezhek is convinced this Eric is only a go-between, and there's someone bigger behind him.
You should return to Sasau and take a closer look at those recruiters. If they're going to attack, we must find out sooner than last time.
It might not be as straightforward as that. So Yezhek didn't know them and has no idea how to find them.
You'll have to manage somehow, my lad. Don't tell me there's an armed force amassing here and nobody knows anything. Go to Sasau and try to find them.
I think I know where I could ask. I helped at the infirmary in Sasau, and there was a wounded man there by the name of Thomas, a suspicious type to say the least. He might know something.
Good.
Thomas.
I'd rather see you seeking out better company, but that can't be helped. Whatever you do, be careful, Henry. And best not mention my name. It would attract unwelcome attention. What we want is for the Crimps to take you for just another village lad they can lure into their gang.
All right,
Crimps.
I'll try to blend in as best I can.
I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I know of no one else who could help as much as you can now.
Sir, there's one more thing. Sir Yezhek went with me without resistance, because I promised him he could come to an agreement with you.
My boy, my boy. You make promises in my name? That could turn out very badly for both of us.
I didn't
But
do it.
if it can prevent bloodshed, why the hell not? We may well come to some arrangement after all, but I can't say yet what will become of him. You'd better run along.
Can't believe my ancestors used to wear their hair like this.
As you command, sir.
So the Crimps are a gang, and Eric's in charge. Disgraceful. Sorry for the banging upstairs, by the way. I don't know what she's doing. Must have brought a pogo stick home from work. The Broods and the Crimps. Masterfully done there, Easy Green, to avoid going on some kind of list. Jesus, Crimps be praised. Right, what's the quest then? I need to go to Sasau. Okay. After the affair of the counterfeiters, it's become clear that Sasau conceals many secrets. There's talk that there are Crimps, as they're called, recruiting men for... Let me get this straight. I need to pick somebody specific. Pat, I'm going to ask you specifically. Yes, no, right? If you're here. Is the overarching story of this game up to this point that there is some kind of increased gang presence that might become a threat to the Lords? Is that the current thrust? Because Neuhoff was about gangs, and the fucking silver mines are about gangs, and all of that. Or Augur, you can answer that question. I don't know what the main thrust of the story is right now. Like the main quest, it doesn't feel like there's any kind of overarching plot yet. Sothan, welcome back. Opted to take a nap around the time we were sniffing around a tavern for the other items. I realise I'm asking a lot, but what have I missed? I mean, as long as it's a yes or no answer, Martin, I'll take it. Yeah, you've missed a lot, Sothan. I don't know what to say. Are all these things in Sasau? I've done a lot of main quest stuff, a lot of side quest stuff. Realised, Sothan, that I can press one button to beat every combat scenario and one button to beat every dialogue scenario. I will not answer question. Okay, I'll risk at Google then, I suppose. The question is, currently... Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I've made myself nervous, I suppose. I'll try and do a risky Google.
Yeah.
Is that yes or no, Coffeeton? I'm going to be careful what I read, just in case. If it's just the word yes or just the word no, I can read it. So then. Okay, so there's no answer. Roger that.
Yeah.
All right, let me explain my thought process. It's...
Yeah.
All I know so far is that I started the game, right? Our town burned down. I know that I need to get the sword back, right? That's fine. But nothing I've done since, apart from a brief foray with the bald guy, where he said he didn't have the sword, nothing has been about the plot that was started in this quest, right? Go get the sword. Find Markvat von Aulitz. Not this doesn't. So there's been this like undercurrent of main quests that have been about the area and about the world and about Radzig and about Hanush and about Sasau and about all of that. But as far as Henry's personal motivations, other than his lord, there's not been a great deal of progression, which maybe is the game explaining how lordships work. But as a result, it feels like I'm just doing busy work, mostly kind of about a gang. A gang raided Probishlevitz, a gang raided Neuhoff, a gang did Silver. Sorry, man. Do it as your liege lord's commands, I suppose. Hello, ma'am.
You? Sir, if you only knew. He told me he'd marry me, even though his mother forbade it. And then they killed him. They killed him, the dogs. And his mother told everyone it was my fault. And now I have a child and we live like beasts in the woods. And I'm left with nothing but to beg here at the roadside. God have mercy on me. I'd like to bring the children something better to eat than acorns. Haven't you got something for me, sir?
This trap. Is this a trap? Jesus, you're just running people over, you psycho. Yeah, the auto thing just goes in the middle of the road, but all the NPCs do, so you end up in that awkward like FCI breaking situation. It might be all related, just you're in the shipping docks season of The Wire. You need more of the bigger picture. Maybe, that's probably a good way of explaining it, Eric, yeah. I don't know if it's subjective or not, Augur. I guess the yes, no... If somebody answered yes or no, then I would know that it is subjective. But as it stands, I don't know whether... Yeah, it's complicated, I understand. You're a serf, doing as your liege lord's commands, yeah. Let's...
Of course. Here you are. Thank you, sir. May God bless you.
I need to find my baby, but there's another settlement that needs my help. Turns out it's not a crash. I think you're overgeared and overcashed for the event. This event, you mean? The one with the nice lady? Yeah, I've been told that a bit, South, and I'm kind of really disappointed that... Apparently I've made combat and like speech checks and everything irrelevant because I've played too much. So not just that event, but it's happening everywhere with every quest. Right, let's see if I can get to Sasau in the next 8 minutes, and then we're going to do main quest stuff tomorrow. Big main quest. We'll do tomorrow and Thursday. We'll just go all in. Yeah, do you know the annoying thing is, Sothan, there's a hardcore difficulty that's got loads of negative perks, like no fast travel and no like map and no. That sound really cool, but you can't switch mid game. No. If I could switch to the hardcore mode right now, I'd love it, but it didn't feel like a good idea at first. Bear, you're giving me PTSD. Don't do this to me. Here's a question. Yes, no question for people that know KCD. Is it possible to mod in hardcore mode? Is there a mod that can switch to hardcore mode mid-playthrough? Ma'am, that's a...
What do you want?
What are you doing here? Poaching?
What are you on about? I just found it here.
It'll be easier if you just confess.
What the hell do you mean by that? I won't take any more of this. I'm going into town to say you're falsely accusing me. Good luck, then. Huh.
Yeah.
Roger that. You can't, no. So there's no way that I can increase it to hardcore. Do it, Martin. To get caught red-handed, yeah, literally.
Twat.
You can't call her that, Martin. Can I get to Sasau this way? I don't even know if I can. Ah, cockass, I probably can. No, maybe I can. Yeah, we'll strike for that. We'll cross over. Maybe I can get to Sasau. Mice of a car airport. It really did. It sounded like it as well. It's like a low quality wind rush noise.
You fucking stinking human. I'll fucking show you.
Why is there an Australian chasing me? You stinking human. Stay back there. Yeah, exactly. She's going to go run into town and say, I've been accused of poaching. With blood all the way up beyond her elbows. Yeah, let's crack on with the main quest, I think, for the next 2 days and see what's going on there. Maybe I've been having too big a breaks between the main quest and the actual thread of the story up to this point. Because in 200 hours or whatever it's been, I've not advanced Henry's main goal, have I? At all. And I've been doing a lot of main quest stuff. It's not like I've been avoiding it, but as Martin says, it seems more about me doing as Sir Radzig says for his issues and the issues of the area than my own personal issues. That's what it seems like so far, I would say. Funnily enough, I messaged Pat asking about the overarching story. It seems there's just been a lot of tiny things. I don't think he ever answered. He doesn't like his Sothan, apparently. Sad, really. Yeah, it might be that it's more complicated to explain in a quick message, Sothan. Because I asked the same just now and everybody kind of didn't know how to answer it. But at the moment, up to this point, it seems to be that the story is about bandits or like a potential threat to the area. Gaining favour to be knighted, possibly. Do you know the thing in Bethesda games where you always roll your eyes at the idea that, like, Suski, for example, her son, for those confused, my Fallout 4 character was Suski from My Summer Car, which meant that Giant Drake got murdered at the start and the baby was the one that... Suski in Fallout the joke often was, your baby's been kidnapped and here you are doing side quests for some super mutants 40 miles in the wrong direction. Or you're, like, tweaking the fucking the rotation of the lights on the house that you've built or whatever. It seems like that is woven into... That problem that players can get themselves into is woven into KCD, into its actual writing. Because at what part, like, if Henry has this motivation to get the sword back or to avenge his parents, there has not been a single mention about talking about fighting back against the humans or fighting against Sigismund's army or whatever the bald guy was called, Markvat. Like, it's been flat not mentioned at all. Now, that could be because that's how it is to be under a lord, right? Your motivations are irrelevant if your lord has worked for you. But the fact he hasn't even mentioned it, he hasn't asked about it to any character, it just hasn't been brought up, and I don't understand it. He's German, Martin. Is he German?
I feel quite hungry.
Shut up, Henry. Like, it feels like I'm not getting anything from Henry. He seems like a bit of an empty vessel suddenly. Suski's kid is in KCD. Mina, welcome to the stream and good afternoon. It's not been a terrible stream today, Mina. There's actually been progress. Right, 2 minutes. Let's get into town. Let's get to Sasau Monastery and let's put a crown on an orange head, shall we? Am I right in saying that, though, everybody? That it feels like Henry's motivations are irrelevant up to this point. I'm sure they won't be, because obviously the quest exists, but it's like, maybe there is more that I can do with the vengeance plot. I don't know. I'll look at that tomorrow, maybe. It's the Holy Roman Empire, so it's German and Czech mix free-for-all. Yeah, true. Yeah, I suppose the Germany doesn't really factor into this, does it? Yeah, Mina, absolutely, if you're up for it. Yeah, you got all packed and stuff. Yeah, let's do it. Let's chop. Czech mix is a snack. The German Czech mix. Forgot the Dutch, Austrians, Italians, Swiss, and some French. You're on track to be ready by then. Come in, head down, hit your shots. And then Carver can hit her shots for a bit before we have a break. Right, that is 55. That was 3 hours where I managed to get some pretty sizable shit done. Sorted that quest that was completely broken yesterday. Not bad. Did the side quest with Sir Hans, even though I managed to speech check my way through it in 20 seconds. Not bad. Completed a pretty major main quest in All That Glistens. Not bad. And now I am in Sasau, ready to start the main quest tomorrow. Yeah, man. However, that is where we're going to say goodbye for today. Thank you all for joining. 18, Mina. Trim was asking about Wailing Caverns earlier. Not that we've got time for that tonight, of course. Helvetia, not Swiss. Right, I'm going to save, and then that's going to do it for now. Can we all stop having history arguments? It makes me miss War Dodge. Lovely. Right, I'll see you all tomorrow for more main quest bullshit. True, we are. For now, yeah. I appreciate everybody stopping by. I will see you all tomorrow, as I say, for more of this rubbish, more main quest stuff, and we'll try and work out the answer to all my questions. But for now, you're all very generous. Welcome to all the new followers today. It's nice to meet everybody, and I'll see you all tomorrow for more of this. But for now, as I say, it's time to go put an orange crown on somebody's head and a little spot of marbles. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday is going to be KCD until the credits roll, and then it's The Forest and Grounded 2 coming out. Ooh, hey, Kitten, has it come out yet? Kitten's Lord of the Rings game's come out. Right then, let's pick a winner, shall we? Oranges. Alcarion won yesterday, putting himself in second place. Mina, your lead is being attacked from behind. If you would like to be today's winner, we're going to play a single run of marbles, and if your marble that I will give you, if you type the password in chat in a second, wins, you get the golden name in Discord, the person of the Century of the Day title, and you get to potentially qualify for the Worm Olympics, which is coming up in 3 weeks. Is there anybody here that needs only 1 point to qualify? Chrisman needs a point to qualify. Vex needs a point to qualify. And for the Greens, Martin, Adderall, Auger, Eric. Martin, Adderall, Auger and Eric could all qualify today with a single point. And we have Martin. Who was the other one? Sorry, Marbles is just loading. Give me a second. We have Martin, we probably have Adderall, Auger and Eric. If any of those 4 win, they are going to eliminate Aqua and cause problems at the top. Roger that. We are in the level range. It'd be fucking weird if it was being attacked from the front. No, why would you attack from the front unless you're the tank? Tales of the Shire, that's the one, yeah. Seeing you play a Lord of the Rings game would be interesting. I've been reading it every night in Discord, Easy Green. It's been dumb. Sorry, marbles crashed. How much is it? Oh, I like the idea of that game until I realised it was $30 fucking. Shit. Right, if you'd like to join in for marbles, I apologise it crashed, then you must simply type the password, and the password for today is... speech. Go. First day where that question has an answer in history. What about Good Lord of the Rings game? Well, it's not come out yet, Augur. It came out like 10 minutes ago. It might be bullshit. There's $40 if you get the soundtrack. 27 quid for a single game. Game Pass has ruined us, right? I bought KCD for 3. Shit. Right, Polar is in for the greens. Alcarion for the oranges. Azzy for the oranges. Sutan for the greens. Tagslap afternoon for the oranges. Guy for the greens. Auger for the greens. Easy Green for the greens. Schmitz for the oranges. Martin for the greens. Radware for the greens. For the oranges. Azar for the greens. Shaggy Dan for the oranges. 6-4 to the stream for the greens. Lundios, good afternoon, for the greens. Eric for the greens. Ooh, this is getting greener than it looked at first. Mina for the oranges. Bear for the greens. Pack for the greens. Siddles for the oranges. And Dougie. Oh, shit. And Dougie for the greens. Welcome to the stream, everybody. We've got 22 marbles into the race. First person to... We've got Polar, Alcarion, Azzy, Sothan, Tagslack, Scotty, Auger, Easy Green, Schmitz, Martin, Radway, Azar, Shaggy Dan, 6-4, Lundios, Eric, Mina, Bear, Pat, Siddles, and Dougie. 8 oranges and 14 greens. Auger says 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Get... Oh... Auger. I like this level. 22 marbles into the race then. Now's the time to get points while we're transitioning between games. Best of luck. 3, 2, 1. Let's begin. Anybody here need their first points? Who do we have that could get the overtakes then? We've got Auger, we've got Martin, and we've got Eric. If any of those 3 win today, they qualify. Or they enter the qualification bracket. If Mina wins today, she stretches her lead out in front. If Alcarion wins today, or I think Alcarion's the only one in second, on 6-4, they catch up to Mina. However, if Bear wins today, right, we get the drop. Siddle's out early for the oranges. Any orange points I would take right now, but this level is fast. Siddles! Oh, manages to stick the landing. That wasn't a bad skip, actually. Pat has fallen to his death. Please don't qualify. I'm close to being knocked out, says Pat. Siddles has fallen behind. Somebody got some stunts. Dougie got stunts. Has it paid off for anybody? It's hard to tell. Shaggy Dan's still in the lead at the moment with Alkirion in second. Azzy, what a speed boost that was. Kitten's done some portal bullshit but has fallen to her death. This guy. Okay, Paula comes slamming in behind as well. Speed is apparently possible on this level now. Augur's dead. Easy Green dead. Can Alkirion get back to back? Alkirion 2025. Paula dead. Tag Slack dead. Here comes Azar for the greens. Sothan for the greens. Sothan dead. Azzy for the oranges. He has. Azzy and Siddles now neck and neck first place. Siddles goes round. Azzy struggles. Both have hit trouble. Shaggy Dan for the oranges. Alkirion for the oranges. Azar's the only green. Azar and Radware, the only greens remaining. Siddles and Azzy have trouble getting started again. Here comes Azar from the back. So much orange, but Azar's now in the lead. This could be tight as fuck, this. Shaggy Dan, go. Shaggy Dan, go. Shaggy Dan, Shaggy Dan. Oh, I love you, Shaggy. Have I ever told you? Beautiful work. Shaggy Dan, say something in Discord and I'll put the crown on it. Yeah. Shaggy Dan gets the Orange's second point of the week, and we have now hit the big 100. The near 50-point gap has shrunk to exactly 30. And the mockery that the Greens... But hey, we only need to be 5 points behind. If we're 5 points behind when the Worm Olympics starts, we can win the Worm Olympics, and that's 25 points. And then, if the MVP from the tournament is an orange, that's another 3. Imagine. Or the idea of being all that way behind and still winning with less marbles. That. Oh, I like the narrative that's building. Shaggy Dan, congratulations. Person of the century of the day. There he is. He knows what to do. Shaggy Dan is gilded. Alkirion, crown goes from orange to orange.
No, you.
Well, the narrative would be juicy, though. We would have to sweep it for 25. For those that don't know, by the way, I should give a little brief explanation of the Worm Olympics, right? The Worm Olympics, for those that haven't seen it before, the top 16 from each team will be given a worm in Worms Armageddon, the 1998, arguably best game ever made. Entirely AI controlled, each 16 will do a best of 3 last man standing Worms game, and the winner of each day, the winning team of each day, will get 5 points. So there's 25 points to play for. The Oranges could win every day and catch back up. There is an MVP awarded at the end of every match, and all the MVPs will fight out for the title at the end. And the Wrigley title will be given to you in Discord, so Wrigley Shaggy Dan, imagine. That could be orange as well, because then if it is Shaggy Dan, then Shaggy Dan gets 3 points. Imagine the Oranges took 33 points. We're within a very good World Olympics away from overtaking the Greens after all that. Oh, I'm just essentially telling stories in my mind right now, but they're making me happy. That's going to do it for this week. We can win it and only get a net gain of 2 like last year. Fucking hell, I was dumb last year. Last year was so dumb all around. Shit, who this?
Connecting from Gen Con.
Mine's right. Alas, too late for marbles. But thank you very much for 55 months. I hope you're having a good convention, Mind right? I want to be a little wiggly little guy. Well, you might be Shaggy Dan if you hit your shots in the World Olympics. For now, however, Mind right, thank you very much for the sub. Everybody, thank you for subbing today. Thank you for the bits, the host, the Rids. As always, thank you for spending time in this awful place. It's nice to actually have a stream where we got some shit done compared to yesterday. Thank you, Mind right, though. I appreciate the sub. I appreciate everybody's company. You're all very lovely. If you stay on the platform, look out for the usual suspects. Is there anybody live right now? There is. Cheeky is live right now, so go over there and follow and watch Cheeky. He's playing Test Drive as we speak. But, ooh, that's true. Prediction. Cola. Yeah, man. Right, the prediction, slightly tighter today. However, the leader of Team 1 was Bear, and he had one other person with him. And he beat the 3 people on Team 2, and Paula was the biggest loser. Team 1 win, Orange win. Ooh. Lovely. Congratulations, Team 1. Good work, Shaggy Dan. Good work, the Oranges. That is going to do for me for today. However, Eric, can you get me a final word ready as I say, sleep well, everybody. I love you all. Have a good evening. I will see you all tomorrow for more KCD, main quest bullshit. But for now, Radware, there'll be one at the start of tomorrow's stream as well as always. Radware, Polar, Easy Green, Pat, Martin, Mindright, Shaggy Dan, thank you for the sub, Mindright, Tag Slack, Easy Green, Azar, and everybody else. I love you all. But the final word for today from Eric is... Ooh. Hey. Oh yeah, he said 100 points. 100 points, pretty good.
Blah, 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 blah.